Guys, that's not it. That's not it.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Nope, screwed up 2024. We'll try it again next year. What's going on, everybody?
First show of the year. Already off to a great start.
To the very first episode of Unsportsmanlike Conduct, episode number 83 overall. But first of 2024, we welcome you on in. What a beautiful Wednesday evening here. I am Steve. I got Timmy T right on over here. What's going on, sir?
Happy New Year. It's usually depressing on the last week of football, but this season has been so goddamn erratic and nuts. I'm kind of looking forward to it ending.
He's like, emotional damage.
I can't figure out anything this year. I just don't get it this year. So, yeah, let's go, baby.
All right, Timmy. Ant, what's going on, man? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you fellas as well. This season has gone about as I expected. Dolphins gave me hope and then ripped it out of my chest like I'm watching Temple of Doom or something. So yeah, it's just like any other football season for me.
It's not over. You're in the playoffs no matter what.
No, it's over. Our two best pass rushers are dead. Over. It's over. Tyreek Hill's walking around in a walking boot. Jalen Waddle's hurt. Raheem Mostert can't walk. The offensive line is missing like 12 starters, and there's only 5. So, yeah, it's over. It's over. It's just that at this point,
emotional damage.
Matter of how long we drag it out. How
about they sit everyone this week and just concede the NFC East so they can get healthy for next week?
Bill Simmons actually said on his podcast that he wouldn't be shocked if the Dolphins, or maybe it wasn't Bill Simmons or someone else. Someone said they wouldn't be shocked if the Dolphins went down 10 points early if they just sat everyone because they'd rather play Kansas City, who looks like shit, than have to play Jacksonville or whoever the other team was. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Listen, if they clinch the spot already, that's what I would do. If they're that banged up.
It's a big difference, though, between having at least 2 home playoff games and having none. That's
right.
True.
That's right. Tercio, we'll start the show on the other side of this, and we'll talk a little bit about that. This guy always trying to be in the news here, huh? Anthony's favorite weekly
when did he
special.
Become such a douche?
It's been several years now. Just in Green Bay, no one cared.
I guess so.
That's right.
I think after Olivia Munn broke up with him, that was the end of him.
Yeah,
downhill
pretty much.
That's rough.
I mean, Shailene Woodley has basically said that these are the reasons that she left him. So
he's fucking nuts.
Cuckoo. All right, we'll talk about Cuckoo on the other side. We'll get into some college football talk, and then it's football. It's NFL Week 18. It's what happened in Week 17, and we'll see if I can avoid spilling the rest of my Stone Cold Broken Skull IPA on the other side.
What?
Acknowledge me, The Rock.
Oh, we could talk The Rock too if you want, briefly.
Yeah, but let's start with that. I don't have a wrestling background to have back there, but the former WWE champion. Oh
no way, no freaking way. Well, they can't see what we're talking about. They think we're crazy, but no way.
Wait, what?
What?
You can't see either. He has risen. He has risen.
I guess I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't see the waiting room, I guess.
Oh, I cannot see the waiting room. We have
Oh, you
guests.
can't see the
A
waiting room.
special
Oh
guest.
wow.
Yes, he has risen.
Oh, he has. No, is he?
He has risen. He has risen.
Mello.
What up, fam? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Yes.
Thursday, I can faithfully say I'm not on the Jeffrey Epstein list. Definitely
Are
not.
you
sure?
Are you sure?
Sure.
I think I saw some aliases there you go by that might have been on that list.
the aliases are out there. What's
Don't
going
want
on,
to get
Mello?
sued, you know.
Here, my
I don't
friend.
want you to get sensitive like Jimmy Kimmel that can't take a joke apparently.
Oh
because,
God,
I don't want to go
I
there.
guess we're not.
Joke.
I guess we're not starting on wrestling.
That's not a joke. That's not a that goes beyond a joke.
Oh,
Did you
come
guys
on,
see what
Tim. You're gonna
David
be sensitive
Bakhtiari
like Kimmel too?
I'm not
you
sensitive,
s-
but he's just a douche.
No, he's
Did you
not.
see what Bakhtiari did though? So someone had tweeted out a fake list and had written Kimmel's name on it, and it didn't even look that good. And Bakhtiari retweeted it or shared it himself from his own feed, and then people started like lighting into him, like, dude, that's clearly fake. And so he finally deleted it. But I thought that was hilarious because that's the world we live in now. But let's stop. I don't know, political nonsense.
Fact check. All right. Well, let's start off in what we're gonna start off with. Roman Reigns at the end of our opening there, and a certain former WWE champion made his return last night. I see. This is the era.
Last night or Monday?
What are we at? Today's Wednesday.
Oh,
I
shit.
did this all day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Thanks,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was last night too. It was like, yeah, it was last night. It's Wednesday.
I did that thing. I did it all day today. So I do like where we're living in this era, Anthony. Not where you were going with it, but get a tweet. The former champion is coming out next, so you don't have to watch through some of the things. I like it a lot. They don't wait till the end. No surprise there. But I'll leave it to you guys. What'd you guys think? Did you guys know it was going to be The Rock? Had a strong feeling. Who'd you think it was going to be?
I knew it wasn't going to be Jinder. I knew Jinder wasn't going to be the real guy because there was no way they would ever Triple H would ever promote Jinder Mahal 2 days in advance. There's just no way.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure who was going to be.
The whole
the
air completely let out of the arena.
And at least he acknowledged. He goes, "How dare you be surprised? How dare you boo me?" So I thought it was funny. Of course, anytime The Rock comes out, everyone's fucking head explodes. But I'm just curious now. Well, we'll explain what happened at the end of his promo. He beat up Jinder and he said, "The Rock's going to go out to eat in San Diego tonight. Should I sit at the bar? Should I sit over here, or should I sit?" Dramatic pause at the head of the table, which you all know is Roman Reigns' spot. The crowd went crazy. All the fanboys were whacking it. So I must have seen 100 TikToks of just fanboys going crazy, like losing their shit. My personal opinion is I hope it's not WrestleMania. If this is going to happen, I hope it happens sooner because Cody's going to get derailed. If Cody doesn't get his shot this time, you might as well send him back to AEW. You brought him over.
Well, I don't know why you would punish him in that way, but
no, I'm just saying he's already being punished. The thing was supposed to be he lost last year to have the hard times put on him this year, baby. To get the goddamn title back at WrestleMania this year.
I love it when he goes Dusty on us.
So
I love when Dusty comes out.
He's supposed to do that this year. That's supposed to be the plan. Now Rock comes in and what do you do with him? How far do you take this?
What's the pay-per-view that's going to be in Australia?
Elimination Chamber.
Okay,
and
so
don't forget they've been hinting real quick. I'm sorry, they've been hinting at new bloodline. His daughter might be ready to come up. The other two Samoans and the other supposedly they're coming over.
Aren't they also in that same family?
Yeah, they're all in the same family. They're all. I'm a Samoan somehow. We're all related. We're all got Samoan blood in us somehow. So of right now, depending on what they do, of course I'm excited. Rock vs. Roman is people been wanting that shit for 5 years now. But as far as I feel bad for what SmackDown and that title are just so muddled. Like you don't know who's going to take that from him. It has to be Cody.
So two things that I saw that I don't think I sent to you guys. But one was some guy saying it will not be Elimination Chamber because going to be whatever time AM here.
Yeah, so it's apparently it's 5 over there, which is
So they're
1
doing it their
a.m.
time?
here. Yeah, so
Wow.
it's 1 a.m. here, meaning that the main event would be somewhere around 5 in the morning here.
Right. So that's
So
not.
that means a late night show, baby.
Yeah, we're going all night.
But so that's
We're going
not
out at
going to
midnight.
happen then.
Woo! We're going out at midnight.
First time, baby.
And then they had another one with footage of Cody Rhodes on Raw after the show's over, facing away from the camera with the microphone, and it's bad mouthing Triple H, bad mouthing Dwayne for coming back, and it's all AI, but because he's not facing the camera and he's got the microphone, it looks like it's spot on, and people are going nuts. No way he did that.
Well, I don't know
All
how
right,
they're going to do it, what they're going to do with it, but I mean, this should have been done months ago. Should have been settled by now.
I think one thing though, if Triple H, as rumored, is truly in control, which it seems like he is, I have faith that he will do the right thing. I think what it could be is maybe it's something where The Rock comes in a non-title match against Roman, and maybe we see Roman take his first pinfall in however long.
Oh, it won't be for the title. It definitely won't be for the title.
But I'm saying like something to kind of tarnish that, hey, he's not all that he was, or something like along those lines, and then you continue the Cody storyline. Because I agree with Tim, like it has to be Cody at this point. Like like the storyline was everyone wanted it to be last year at WrestleMania, and obviously that didn't happen.
Finish the story,
and that was a phenomenal match, though. That match was really good. So yeah, no, I think that's what maybe we see The Rock come in, we see him kind of maybe take a few pegs off of Roman a little bit, and then you see Cody come in and finish his story. But that's just my opinion. I think it's hilarious though that everyone expects The Rock to come back, and then the second that people kind of stop expecting him to come back is exactly when he comes back.
That's what he does.
I saw one video where the reaction guy was like, break the glass, break the glass, break the glass, break the glass. Like,
the best reaction was Samantha Irvin, the ring announcer. She almost shit her pants. That was the best one.
For a split tiny second when he started talking about America and that that was your national anthem that you were just booing, I was like, oh my god, what if it's Hogan just comes out?
Oh god.
Like when he saved Eugene from what's his name?
Would they have wheeled him down the ramp, like in the wheelchair? Would they have put him in the wheelchair?
He would have done the pose with the thing on for 20 minutes as he walked up.
He would
have taken his oxygen mask off to talk.
That's gonna be a fun pre-show. We're all gonna be half asleep. That's gonna be good.
Gonna need some major uppers.
There's no way I'm making that whole thing. I'll pass out, wake up, and just watch the replay on the network.
Just take a mellow nap beforehand. You'll be fine.
Hey,
3 days. A 3-day nap.
This is really the potential to screw up AM PM. It's like,
hey, I made it.
You did. You did. You made it. I don't know if you saw. I screwed up the whole opening. I had to put the wrong video on. First episode of 2024. Mello, what you got to say about this whole situation?
I mean, it's exciting. I was watching it. I was driving back down home, so I put it there on my car, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see what's coming out, because I think someone sent me like, wait, is it gonna be Brock? So then I just put it there, and lo and behold, the People's Champ came out, and I was just there like listening. I was trying not to watch because I wasn't trying to die on I-95. Yeah. So I was very excited, and then when he got to the end, like he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out," and I'm like, I don't know, Timmy. You could tell me if you knew what he was gonna say. I had no idea he was gonna throw out that head of the table comment. I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, where the hell would The Rock sit? Like, it's so weird that he would ask that." He's like, "Oh, am I gonna sit at a booth or am I gonna sit at the bar?" And I was like, "Yeah, the bar. Like, it makes sense. Like, why not the bar?" And then he's like, "Or the head of the table," and I was like, "Whoa." Okay, this gets me excited, but at the same time, it's like, then I start thinking, come on, are they really going to do this to Cody again? Like, how are they going to continue to screw this man? And then something that I saw recently that was pretty funny, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, WWE put out a thing on their Instagram that they asked like different superstars, like, oh, like what's your New Year's resolution? And like, yeah, like, oh, like Seth was like, oh, to be a better like dad or father and husband, blah blah blah. So then they asked Kofi, and
Oh yeah,
Kofi
he said
goes,
it. Yeah.
Kofi's like, I want to finish the story.
Yeah.
And then you see Cody coming, he's like, whoa, stop. He's like, wait, what? I can't have a story too that I want to finish?
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
It was hilarious. So I guess like everyone's now playing at the fact that, because CM Punk said it, I think too, on SmackDown, that he wants to finish his story, but Cody needs to finish his.
That's the new.
That's the new thing.
New
so
trend.
I hope. I don't know how it can't be this year. It just can't.
Well, Punk can go beat Seth. I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm saying like Rock.
It has to be Cody.
And Roman can't happen this year. Like you just can't derail Cody like that. Save it for next year. Wherever, I don't know where WrestleMania is next year, but save it for
That's true. He announced Cena and him a year in advance. Why can't he announce him and Roman a year in advance?
Exactly. Like have it be like Roman loses, he comes out on SmackDown or whatever.
Not available next year.
Like,
me versus Roman Reigns, 2029. Let's go.
Buy your tickets now.
Be like he loses and Roman's like, I might have lost, but I'm still the head of the table. And then you hear the Rock's music come out, and then are you the head of the table? And then they get into like a confrontation, blah blah. And then you could build it up where the Rock doesn't have to be there every single day. Roman still has to sort of be there more now. But why not? Build it up for a year. Rock and Cena worked out perfectly that way. Just do it. But don't derail Cody.
The head of the table's reaction on Twitter. He retweeted it and put a laughing emoji.
That
was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was great. Nothing from Paul Heyman though, which I was upset.
He really just like brushed the Rock off on social media. It's like, psh.
I mean,
as he should. I think WWE has done a phenomenal job of allowing social media to start to really play a part in what they do.
Yeah.
And I think they've actually managed it really well in the way that they.
Of course, because guess who was trying to ban that? Vince. He was keeping people down, and now Triple H is like, dude, I don't care. Tweet whatever the hell, as long as you're not, kids or sexual predators or like racist shit. He's like, go ahead, do it. As far as storyline goes.
I think some of it is probably them working with the behind the scenes writers as well. I'm not going to say like someone's orchestrating the tweets for them, but I think that they're getting a lot more of that freedom, like you said, that they weren't getting with Vince. I think with Triple H, he's going to be like, yeah, like that sounds great, let's do it. But put it this way, go back to when CM Punk comes out at what was the pay-per-view when he comes out? Survivor Series. And then all we saw on social media for 2 weeks after that was all the different reactions from the wrestlers who were in the ring and how they were all pissed off and freaking out. And phenomenal job by them because they sold the shit out of it. But yeah, it created a storyline. It gets eyeballs looking at it. People are maybe they really didn't know and they hate him and da-da-da-da-da.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we watched that show and we were talking about that. Supposedly no one did know, which is why Seth Rollins was being held back by Michael, the announcers, because they told the announcers in the headset, go tell Seth to go crazy and then hold him back. So no one knew he was coming out except for the announcers, where he said, guess what? Go run to Seth, tell Seth to go nuts, and then hold him back. And that's exactly what happened. So make it look more real. But the reactions are all supposedly 100% genuine because the only people who knew he was back was Triple H and Khan.
Nick Khan.
They're the only ones who knew he was coming back. They wanted the real reaction. But it makes sense. Why would the announcers get up to hold back Seth Rollins? That makes no sense. Now it makes sense.
Because remember, they have to go around.
But if you're Triple H, and you know that his return is going to garner a certain reaction, regardless if people know or not, why not play into it even more? Why not have something like that planned out? Because it goes back to what I just said. Look at all the social media coverage it got them beyond that night. I mean, it was literally everywhere on social media for a solid few weeks. And it wasn't just people clipping the video and sending it. It was people clipping the video and then talking about it for 10 minutes and then posting it on TikTok and YouTube and I mean, it was a monster of attention and eyeballs drawn to them because of that one moment.
Friggin' Triple H making us stay late now, like goddamn Marvel movies. Now we have to stay for the end credits. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen now at the end of the show.
He started that in NXT and it worked. So
It works, I guess. Yeah, we're all sitting there like idiots waiting now. Because even I was sitting there going, "Oh, it's over. That sucked." And then I hear, I was like, "Oh goddamn! I can't believe this is happening." So
yeah,
hey,
I mean, it
whatever.
was shocking for sure.
it's not Dame time.
I think with someone like Seth, especially like if you hear some of the interviews he does out of the ring, and because he's talked about Cody in a similar way that he talks about CM Punk, I think Seth is just in his zone, and that's what he's going to play it out. Like that's how he's going to play it out. Like, yeah, we're not friends. I don't like this guy. Da, 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 da. I think Seth is too smart and too talented not to see that opportunity and take full advantage of it.
Oh, for sure. Just like with when he was fighting Riddle, that they had that whole like multiple altercations where it wasn't even WWE filming it, like it was the parking lot where the fans were recording them like almost getting into a fight, and then the whole interview where they were off the air, and then he's like, "Hey, you're still there?" And then he's like, "Oh, your wife left you and your kid with your kids because they don't want your punk ass anymore." Like it was like different little things that where Seth knows exactly what to do to blur the lines, where it has you like, "Shit, was this real?
Exactly.
Was it not?" Like
exactly.
And it's great
because
that's exactly what you want. You want what Eric says is dead, kayfabe. You want it to still be there and make it exciting.
And that's where that social media comes in. I think social media, man, it plays such a huge part in that kayfabe where you're not sure anymore. You're like, damn, is it? Are they working an angle, or is this legit? And the fact that you even have to ask means they succeeded.
Exactly. All right, let's get to let's jump into some football of the college realm here. Jump into some college football playoff action.
Talk about our national champions, Florida State, right?
Our national champion, Florida State.
No, not that.
They put up a hell of a fight, man. Come on.
It looked great versus Georgia.
They had them right where they wanted them.
Everyone complaining about FSU was down 27 players. Did anyone actually look at like the transfer list and everything like that and the players that opted out? Georgia had literally just as many players opt out of that game or transfer as FSU did. Just throwing that out there.
Just
no one wants to hear that though.
They would have got whomped by everybody in the top 5.
Imagine if they had to play Michigan a couple days ago. What would Michigan have done to them?
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been fun. It would not have been fun.
What was the national title score last year with TCU and Georgia? What was the score of that game?
Wasn't there like a record, like beating them like 50 or something like that?
Yeah, that's the Michigan would have beat Florida State worse than that.
Yeah, what can we say? But well, screw. No, don't do that. I hate that in all sports.
So
Chiefs, Braves, Seminoles. He doesn't care. He hates all of it.
No, the Chiefs fine. Braves, and Seminoles.
I'm gonna have to ask you some questions about certain types of people there that you're rooting against. But hey.
so we do the Pat McAfee, the who's that going down the track?
Oh, that was so phenomenal to rile up the fans like that, and then give me Bama. That's awesome.
Give me Bama. It's great. So thankfully for overtime, for the first game here, won me some money. I had Michigan -1.5 and the over on points, which is 46.5, and it got to 47 in overtime, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's most important here, okay, guys? Don't worry about who wins and losses. I just need coverage.
Did you have it as like a same game parlay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So you were thrilled.
Went well. Because it was a low scoring game at first. I'm like, shit. Where's the avenue? Where do we get here? And then it's like fourth quarter. These guys are up, and it's like, all right, or they're just gonna stranglehold the clock here, and Thankfully not. Bama's still, Bama and their fans still loving that last play call. Down.
That's my rant. That's my rant.
Do it. Look at that perfect segue without even knowing it, baby. Look at that.
And it's not even just about Alabama, because I watched the end of the Eagles game, and there was another team that did it this weekend too. The QB draw used to be one of the most efficient plays in all of football, and now it has become the most predictable disaster in all of football. And then you hear not Brian Johnson, whoever the fucking OC of the Eagles is, talk about after the game. Well, second and long, we figure we catch them off guard and da-da-da-da. It's like, no, because you fucking do this all year in this situation. I watched that game and I saw him go to second and long. I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna run a QB draw right here. I knew it was coming. And if me, just a fan at home, can know it's coming, I'm gonna guess the defenses know it's coming too. It's I don't know when this play became so like we have to run it 30 times a game.
I can tell you. I can tell you when. I can tell you what. I can tell you what team began the madness. The New York Giants, 2008. Kevin Gilbride, offensive coordinator, ran that fucking play to death.
Dude, it drives me insane.
All of our favorite coaches.
When I started seeing all the Facebook posts of me, I must have posted 1,000 times. Oh, look, shotgun draw. Oh, look, shotgun draw. Oh, look, never worked. Never worked.
No. But they keep calling it. They just keep calling it. I don't
Because it might work.
Why?
One time.
But yeah, and
on second and 12.
It's not a 0% chance.
Exactly.
That's why.
So you're saying there's a chance.
But like for a team like Alabama, Jalen Milroe is a very athletic player. I understand that. I think that him running the ball is not the worst option for them. But they also have a strong running game. And they also have a strong power running game, because I don't know if anyone realizes this, but they don't have a person starting on their offensive line who's below 350 pounds. That offensive line in Alabama is behemoths, every single one of them. And they're probably all going to play in the NFL. So why would you run a play like that? Like, get the cute shit out of here with the misdirection, and is it an RPO? Yo, get in an I formation. If you're going to run something power, get in I formation and just be like, yo, we're running power down your throat. Here it comes. Don't try this bullshit with it's a QB draw. Didn't expect that.
Wait a minute. 3rd and 42? Draw. They'll never see it coming. Draw. They'll never see it coming.
What play can get us 43 yards right here? QB draw. 100%.
Draw.
Jeez, man. I don't get it.
I know we didn't do picks or anything, but I don't know if did you guys all have Michigan for this one?
I picked Alabama. I didn't think Michigan's offense was going to be able to do as what it did.
Yeah, I thought Bama, Washington.
Okay,
that's what I had too.
Bam, right down the middle. You cut that shit. Washington beats Texas 37-31. I had no money on here, so I'm all free and clear.
Wasn't
I used to use Texas
midnight.
Yeah, I used to use Texas back in the day when that NCAA ESPN football game was out. That was fun.
Oh my god!
Because
it's coming back.
You had me until you said ESPN football game. I was like,
what was it? The college football. EA Sports.
That was
Sorry,
EA Sports. ESPN. Okay, there was an ESPN one once upon a time.
It was a 2K one, no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was NFL. I thought.
No, they had a college one.
It was
they had a college one.
basketball.
That's okay.
It's coming back.
Okay, yeah.
They even had college baseball with the aluminum bats. Ping, ping.
2K made some great games. I liked the ESPN NFL 2K more than Madden.
No,
I didn't.
That's what I'm not gonna lie. Until 2K went away, that's what I played. I played NFL 2K over Madden. Madden got really stale in the early 2000s. So
they made because their guys were, remember, they went from like little pudgy cool dudes to fucking invisible stick guys. And I'm like, what am I looking at? And their legs used to go like Nazis. I'm like, what am I looking at? Why is Emmitt Smith a Nazi? What is he doing? Then they fixed it. It's true.
Wow.
Go to YouTube and find that footage. You'll see how their little Nazi legs going in for touchdowns.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Nazi legs. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there, everybody.
Trending worldwide.
I don't know that we want to get that trending with our name.
Yeah, no.
College football's back next year, so it's going to be fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Because my favorite thing
Yeah.
about college football was taking Southwest, East Texas, Compton, Kentucky State to the fucking number one. To the number
Community
one.
college.
Yeah, that's what was my favorite thing to do. And remember, you could set your own schedule. Remember that? So I
Yeah.
used to take the worst school in the league and play the top 5 ranked teams, so I get ranked. Because if you don't do that, you don't get ranked no matter what you do.
Of course, yeah.
You can go 12-0 and not get ranked because it was like really realistic
Bullshit.
as far as the rankings would go. So I'm like, oh, let's play number 1, 2, 3, and 4, beat all them. Oh, look, I'm ranked at 15, but still, you're still ranked.
I like that you could like move the position players. Like you have your like offensive lineman go be a wide receiver.
I don't remember that.
No,
That's whack.
As long as you report,
you
right?
could change positions super easy
Yeah.
in that game compared to Madden. Madden, it's like fucking impossible. Those games were far superior. I'm glad they're coming back. I hope that EA Sports isn't just giving us Madden in college uniforms though. Like they got to bring back everything, the recruiting process. I want to be able, like Tim said, change the schedule. Because I used to do the same thing, Tim. You'd go take just some who knows school from nowhere and just be like, we're number 1 now.
Yep. You have to live with the fact that our 0-star recruit team just whooped up Florida State's ass. So you got to deal with
Little
it.
Rock State. Sheboygan State. All right, so the championship game is on Monday, ESPN at 7:30. Michigan and Washington. What do we got here, folks? We got Michigan. Does Michigan finish the story?
I think Michigan finishes the story, baby. Hard time.
Harbaugh goes off.
They went through some hard times.
Harbaugh goes off into the sunset, back into the NFL after
Leaves
winning his
Houston
national
on a plane
championship.
straight for LA after the game's over.
This is what? All right, Ant. 3 is a sweep.
No, I'll take Washington.
I knew it.
I don't believe in JJ McCarthy. I don't think he's good. I don't why anyone thinks he's good. And I think Michael Penix is the fact that Michael Penix isn't being talked as like a top 10 pick is insane to me. Like everyone watched the game and they're like, "Oh, look at the great throws Michael Penix is making." It's like, where have you been the last 12 months? He's been doing this. Like this is not new. He's been doing this. Everyone discounted him because he has these receivers over there at Washington, but like the kid can play, and he deserves to be a top 10 pick. I personally think he should go over Jaden Daniels from LSU, but that's just me.
We'll see how things go here. Maybe we make a case here after this game. Maybe Mel Kiper's like, hey, let me rethink this.
Oh, fuck Mel Kiper. You guys as Giants fans should be watching him very closely because I think that's right in that territory of where he should be going. Just saying, throwing that out there.
Stop, Mello, put it down. Put it away. Don't bring that.
You gotta pop it out, just one more week.
Tommy Clipboard.
Okay, so 3 Michigans, one Washington here. All right, let's get.
Aaron Judge bought him dinner.
Do we think it's gonna go over?
Dinner?
Oh yeah.
It says Aaron Judge bought Tommy Cutlet's dinner.
Yeah,
paid for his check.
I mean, he gets paid a lot more than Mr. Cutlet.
Exactly.
Do we think it goes over?
Say that again.
What's the over? I was just. What is it?
I don't know. I'm not a degenerate. Come on now.
Yeah. Right.
I don't got the Hard Rock app on my phone yet.
Liar.
You don't? Why not?
Because I'm trying to be good, boss.
I have Caesars and DraftKings.
55.5. Shit, that's high.
Yes, 55.5. Michigan fair by 4.5.
I feel like Michigan doesn't score. They score, but they don't score a lot.
Michigan has scored.
What was it for the other one was 46.5 against
Michigan has only broke 30 points twice in their last 5 games.
Yeah, because I remember the Iowa game was like
putting up 55. That's it. Done.
And honestly, unless they were playing like Indiana this year or Minnesota, it doesn't seem like they put up big numbers against actual teams.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the over. I think
Oh, you think they go
what's-
over?
I'm going to take the over 55.5 because I think Washington's good for 35, like off rip. It's just a matter of Michigan can outscore them. Like I know Michigan's defense is really good, and I do think they might give them some trouble here and there. But then you're going to see Penix and those receivers just go to work.
Yes. So you're going over. Got a couple unders here. What's this other game? What's this other random game here? Montana and South Dakota State. That everybody should
That's
be.
a real thing.
It's a real thing.
That's my Madden
What
game.
schedule are you looking at? I don't
So
see
is
it
that
on
is that the
here.
Totino's, pepperoni bowl?
Can you guys see? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the Jif peanut butter. No one's gonna watch it bowl.
Yeah. It doesn't
Hey,
even
that Pop Tarts bowl was fun.
That was the greatest obscure bowl of the year, undoubtedly. and I can't wait for the sequel. It was phenomenal.
That's
The
been my
amount of
favorite
social
bowl.
media entertainment that brought me was absolutely unexpected. I did not expect that, but it was great.
Boss, did you see it at all or no?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out this Montana thing.
He's trying to put that
Steve's over
parlay
here
in
betting on
before
He's already
North
betting.
Dakota State
He's already
Community
bet.
College
live on air.
versus BCC.
He's like, how do I get
Or
North
drop
Dakota
BCC.
State and the Bills this weekend? How do I get that all worked out together?
I really feel good about this North Dakota State Community College. This NDSCC team's really got me going.
They're 12.5-point favorites here.
No,
All right, sorry.
They can't lose.
Like just
Get
throw
my
a
head
dollar,
back in the game here.
roll $1 down to feed your addiction and move on.
Steve's over here trying to put them in a teaser.
It's like if I bring it down to 6.5, I think I got a chance.
I'm gonna tease that. I'm gonna parlay that with Odell Beckham scoring 2 touchdowns. Boom. Plus 850.
Lamar. They already said Lamar's not playing.
Yeah, just throw it across the middle. Let it be.
Who's their backup?
Huntley.
Oh, they still have it. He's still there.
I don't know. Yeah,
he's still there.
He is still. This dude made the Pro Bowl last year, playing like 3 games, and then he's been backing up Lamar all year.
That's what happened.
Okay.
This guy. All right. Let's.
So wait, boss,
Yeah,
did you
go
see
ahead.
the Pop Tarts bowl or no?
No.
Oh, you missed it, man.
I know. I know.
Did you-
I was
did
not
you-
one of the.
I know you saw the
bazillion
trophy
people
then,
that
right?
saw it. I did see the trophy. I love the trophy.
So they had a Pop
It's not
Tart
about
mascot.
the trophy. It's about the mascot. There you go.
The mascot came
Oh.
out in a toaster,
Right.
and then he goes in the toaster at the end of the game. And then he
Then
comes
they
out
ate
of
him.
the and then they ate him.
Look
the
at
worst
this.
part.
This is the excitement that we get here.
It's amazing. They
It was
physically
incredible.
eat the Pop Tart guy.
A man Pop Tart was eaten live on TV. This is
Yeah.
this is where we're at.
I'm just wanting to know if it was made of real Pop Tarts or not, because like I want to know how it tasted. If it was real strawberry Pop Tarts, it was probably
Strawberry.
delicious.
Really? I'm not a big strawberry Pop Tart fan.
What?
No,
Everyone likes strawberry
I
Pop
like
Tarts.
I like that hot fudge sundae one.
As long as you don't eat the unfrosted ones, which means you're a complete sociopath, then we're okay.
Might as well eat saltine crackers. Come on now.
All right,
And if I
I'll blow your minds right now. I like them
Uh-oh.
bitter cold. I like them bitter cold.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you like them at all.
I like normal. Oh, excuse me for not liking horse meat Pop Tarts. Steve, you want to try a horse meat Pop Tart?
I think I'll pass.
Pop-Tart. It was ice cream.
Doesn't matter. Horse meat is horse meat. I'm not fucking eating it.
Wait, have you guys ever seen, or maybe I sent it to you, this guy on TikTok? He just grabs a whole bunch of different flavored ice creams, like random flavors and candy too, and he eats. He's like, all right, these are 10 milligrams each, and he just, all right, today I'm eating 4. Boom, 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 and then he's like, no, we're not good yet. He has another 2, and then it's like horseradish mint ice cream or some. I just made that up, but all these weird things, and he's like,
you didn't make
you
it
know
up. It's out there.
wait,
It's out
and
there
then
somewhere.
and then he gets so high that he's whispering, and he's like, and then all of a sudden just looks at the camera. He's like, "I'm Batman," and he's just eating this weird stuff, and it's just
What do you
and
watch on social media, Steve?
he just becomes Batman.
He becomes Batman.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's fun stuff. See, we went from Pop Tarts to Batman. Look at that. Look how we do here. All right, let's get to. You want to talk Aaron Rodgers a little bit here before we get into
We should allow Paolo to start.
what happened in week 17 and what is gonna happen in week 18. Our picks are gonna be all cockeyed. Am I allowed to say that on the air these days?
I'm gonna let my kids pick. Let's let my kids pick.
Like, no, the Rams are not playing. Like,
Just
none of the Rams are playing.
Just let them pick.
Yeah.
Let my kids pick everything.
Kyrie
None of
Williams
the
is out.
Niners are either, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I'll go with that. Kind of dolphin beat up Bill logic. Are they in the water? Or are they out of the water? That kind of thing. I'll see. That's how I'm making my picks.
All right, so Aaron Rodgers' situation. Apparently, he was joking around about this list that was it released? What's going on?
I
Where's
think
the
it
list?
was.
It was.
Was
We can
it?
break this here? No.
Hold on. I'll look it
Wait a
up.
minute.
Wait, like a real list and not somebody who wrote it down.
No, yeah, like a real list.
Okay.
Wait a minute. We're getting a
keep explaining.
pedophile list, but we can't get the steroid list. I want the
Hold on,
steroid list first.
I gotta change this for the minute.
Well, you look at that. I looked at it. I searched a little while ago. Well, like 6, I guess. But anyway, so Aaron Rodgers joking around about, or apparently joking around about Jimmy Kimmel being on the Jeffrey Epstein list. You just made the list. Kimmel, I didn't know anything about it until I saw the Kimmel reaction, talking about getting lawyers involved and whatnot. But so I guess we start off with the never-ending defender of Mr. Aaron Rodgers, Mello.
I mean, I said at the beginning of the show, Kimmel's being a crybaby, and what a surprise he's been a crybaby. Like, obviously, Mr. Rogers was joking with him because he's all Mr. Vax over there in California. So
Wait, you can't talk about
What does
Aaron
that have
Rodgers,
to
you
do
didn't
with-
say your vax status?
Oh yeah.
Which, by
double
the way,
vax,
Ryan
boosted.
Fitzpatrick was fucking phenomenal with that.
Who? Wait, I
Who?
missed what you said.
You just see Ryan Fitzpatrick when he interviewed
Yes.
everyone?
Yes, yeah,
Terrific.
yeah.
It was
He's like, "Hi,
terrific.
Ryan. Two a deep, whatever he said. Two booster shots, and oh my god, it was so great."
And then he just goes right into
Yeah.
what he was about to talk about.
Yeah,
Their mutual friend.
I'm kidding. You don't have to reveal. You don't have to reveal your vax status.
Oh, I said it already. I said double vax and a boost. I don't mind saying it out there.
You
Quadruple.
may be
I
a
had
fan
my
of Aaron Rodgers, but he's not
I
a fan
had-
of you, apparently.
I had a reason to do it. I can say I don't care. This isn't sports related. I started working at Progressive back in 2021, at the end of 2021, and at that time, Progressive. I hope I can speak about this. Progressive at the time, for the health insurance, if you were not vaccinated, you were going to be charged $50 out of your paycheck every single month. So I was
Is that
like,
legal?
F that nonsense.
That's why he's
And
not
I
sure if
went
he
and
can
got
say it.
vaxxed.
Is that
think I
legal?
lost,
Can they do that?
I don't know. It was back in 2021. It was a crazy time where, all these blue hairs were taking over and, it was nonsense out there. So
It was pretty wild.
I got vaxxed for that. So yeah. So I wouldn't lose $50.
I'm double vax.
Okay,
too,
but wait.
booster.
What does his vaccination status have to do with being on this list?
No, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, no,
Aaron Rodgers said that you're not allowed to talk about him unless you disclose your vax status.
No. Mello said, Aaron, he's out there in California all vaxxed.
Well, because I think he had Rogers had actually made fun of Kimmel before when the whole vax thing. I forgot exactly what it was that Kimmel was saying we should deny any medical assistance for anyone who's not vaxxed or some shit like that. and Rogers like said something about that. So they've had like he's given him shit before. So with this whole list thing, obviously, they're all talking shit on Pat McAfee, and they always feed Rogers like conspiracies and all this other stuff. Just like he talked about like the Super Bowl conspiracy with the logos. And he's like, next year they better have that green on there because they're going to the Super Bowl or whatever.
Which McAfee completely ignored and glanced over, which was great. Completely ignored that comment.
I think he said like, yeah, you should have like the blue for the Colts. So it's just back and forth nonsense. Jimmy Kimmel's a very, very sensitive man since he lost all that weight.
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in a while.
There's jokes, and then there's being a convicted pedophile. Those are two little things that I wouldn't agree with.
Well, no, because the list is not saying that you were a pedophile. The list is that you visited the island. You could have visited the island and not known anything.
Well, of pedophilia. It's an island of pedophilia.
I don't know. I was on the island.
I guess regardless. No, I wasn't there either. But regardless of that stuff, what happened today? They kind of came out and McAfee apologized for being part of it. What
more or less?
Like, I didn't see what he said, but I read something that he said that he apologized for being part of the situation. But I don't know if any of you guys.
Oh, he just regrets that they went through his show.
The ESPN lawyers gave him a call and said, "We're not doing that shit on this network, so fix it." And so he spent the first 5 minutes talking about it and apologizing.
That's for your YouTube only. That's for your YouTube only stuff.
And then they spent the rest of the other 3 hours sometimes poking fun of it.
Well, that's fine, I guess. Yeah. All right. So I guess what happens now? Everybody just got to stop. Just be quiet.
Jimmy Kimmel's probably going to sue Aaron Rodgers. That's probably what's going to happen.
I don't think.
Aaron Rodgers is not going to be upset. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be upset about this, though. This is going to keep his name in the headlines for months and months and months. This is perfect. This is right up Aaron's alley.
This is another Brett Favre suing Pat McAfee. It's nonsense. Come on now.
Oh, I can't wait then for Aaron Rodgers to have to go live on someone's show and do a public apology the way that McAfee had to do for Favre. That's going to be phenomenal television.
There's literally at the beginning of every hour, whenever they take a break, a disclaimer on McAfee's show not to take his shit seriously.
Hey, what do you think Jordan Love's doing? What do you think Jordan Love's doing right now?
Laughing.
Smiling. No, I mean, you think he's like selling people? You think he's dealing drugs, making meth? Because the last two Green Bay quarterbacks turn out to be complete jerk-offs. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Talking about Bart
You're going to be great. You're going to be great, but you're going to be a dick.
Brett Favre. Pat McAfee had a product like Brett Favre who stole money from poor people. I would say no. I'm not apologizing.
What's going on with that?
I mean,
we need to do some digging on this show. We need to do some.
Do you want me to read you the disclaimer that they put up on the show?
Do it.
Yeah, I think I've sent it to you guys once when I was watching it.
Here's the disclaimer. Warning: the following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic, informative. The opinions expressed on the show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Cheers, The Pat McAfee Show. P.S. Don't sue us.
It's great.
That is a pretty great disclaimer. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's perfect.
That's what we should put up on
style, which I love.
On copyright infringement nights. That's what we should put up. Don't sue us.
I don't care. It's always coming after the little people, man.
We were good for the Christmas show, right?
There was one, but it wasn't an impact. It was like, hey, we're watching you over there, but no.
Well, do you know what we showed?
I'll look it up after the show.
It's probably that wooden.
It was the wooden shit. Yes, it was the wooden.
No one watched. No reason to put that up except for Terzio telling us about it.
Stupid ass.
Damn you, Terzio. All right, now let's jump into some of the stuff that went on in the NFL this past week, fellas. I thought when Anthony, when you talked about rant, I thought it was going to be about the Lions and Cowboys. That because you were I liked your passion there against the Cowboys. I liked it a lot. That last sequence of plays that screwed the Lions and gave the Cowboys a chance this week to stop. Mello, what are you doing?
Screw the Lions. Kick the field
You've
goal.
been hating them. Don't you hate
Kick the
the
field goal.
Cowboys, man? More than you hate the Lions?
Melo's a Cowboys fan now.
Kick the field goal.
We're in the final phase of the
I
season.
hate
Melo
this.
has transformed to the Cowboys now.
I hate Anthony. You should don't let it go down to that.
But
right?
why they won?
Oh,
Kick
I
the
agree.
field goal.
I agree. Don't let it come down to that. I 100% agree. However, don't tell me that because these guys came up to you and reported that and you recognize the wrong. Like, this is the thing that pisses me off. Yo, you fucked up. If you're the ref, just be like, yo, there was 3 of them. I heard the wrong one. But like, be honest about it. Don't sit here and say, oh, this guy reported. The referee has no idea who fucking reported. And all this bullshit that Bill Simmons talked about, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing something like that to confuse people and da-da-da-da. No, how about the fucking ref does his job? How about that? How about you just do your fucking job? If I fuck up at my job, I don't get to just be like, no, I didn't, and walk away from it. I don't just get, no, I didn't. That doesn't work for me.
Oh,
Why the fuck should it work for them?
But we go
Oh,
back
you
to
didn't?
then.
Oh, then it's fine. Don't worry about it.
We go back
No,
then to the
that
Monday
shit
night
doesn't
game
fly.
where the ref falls in the middle of the end zone and trips Lamar Jackson, and they still call it intentional grounding. It's part of the damn
That's
game.
different. He's part of the field of play. That's different. That's completely different.
You
It's
tripped
actually
him.
in the rule book. It's in the rule book that the referees are part of the field of play. How many times have we seen receivers run routes across the middle where they use the fucking referee as a pick for the defender? It happens
the ref
happens
gets-
weekly.
The ref
Weekly
gets
it
drilled by
happens.
the ball. Gets drilled by the ball.
Yeah, it's the refs when they're on the field of play. Obviously, the side judges or whatever they're fucking called, the dudes who stand on the sidelines, they are out of the field of play. So if they were to interfere in a play, that's different. But the referees who stand on the field in the field of play, they are part of the game as it is stipulated in the rule book. They are part of the playing surface. So you trip over one of them, it's just as much your fault as it is theirs.
Just shake the ref's hand for a good tackle and move on.
And in that
The field
situation,
goal.
that referee was 20 yards behind the play when the play started. How the fuck was he supposed to know Lamar was going to scramble 30 yards backwards?
That's true.
So,
And Lamar is probably
besides the
slightly
point.
faster too. Got a little step on him.
Regardless, kick
but-
the field goal. I don't
Can
wanna
I just
hear it.
say how
Or
much
kick
I
that your
hate?
point.
I hate when people say you shouldn't have let it get to that point. I hate that with a passion because it got to that point. They did everything right, and they were screwed in the end. It doesn't matter what happened.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Kick the field goal. It doesn't matter. It
course it
doesn't matter. This is the play they were running. The referee completely screwed a team out of a huge position in the playoffs. It should be redone. Redo the play. Redo it.
They'd be the 2 seed right now.
Exactly.
Had been allowed to stay. Not only would they
now
be
the
the 2
Cowboys have a
seed,
chance to win the division.
not only would they're going to win the division. All they have
And
to do is not lose to the Commanders on
Yeah.
Sunday.
And the world will implode if that happens. Congratulations.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna fucking lose in the divisional round. I don't know why this matters. That's
refs
why I'm not
decided.
that mad about it. Like I didn't really expect Detroit to like go to the Super Bowl or anything. Had San Francisco lost on Sunday and like then this would have been like Detroit's possible 1 seed, then I think you'd have a little more outrage. But the way it plays out, Detroit's still not going to the Super Bowl. Dallas is still losing in the divisional round. Not a whole lot has changed. So it's unfortunate and it's a bad call, but
So then we should go back then to the Chiefs game, and then Patrick Mahomes had a perfect excuse. Tony had been lining up the same way all night, and they didn't call it until the end. Then that should have been.
we're really
He
going
was-
to defend.
Are we really
he
going to
was-
go back? Like it just
He was
He
lined
was-
up further. He was lined up better like a DB.
Yeah, he was further than the fucking cornerbacks were. Give me a break.
He had been lining
was
up there
not
the
close.
entire day, and instead of
That's
the
what-
entire
how does
night,
that make-
tell him,
Yeah,
hey,
okay,
don't move back.
But
No, you're gonna call it
it's
when
not-
it matters.
It's
When they
not the
score a game-winning
referee's
touchdown.
job. It's
Mello.
not the referee's job. It's his job to point at the ref. Am I good? Did he do it? No. and he's fucking sniffing the defensive no
Because
tackle's
he's
ass.
been there all game.
No, he wasn't all game.
Something.
No,
Just
no,
like
no.
Kelsey,
Someone gets away
just like
with robbing
Kelsey
a bank and you
continuing
get
to move
arrested,
the
is that going
ball.
to be your argument in court? This guy got away with it, so I should get away with it. That's your fucking argument.
It's the same thing like Kelsey moving the ball. Of course, he gets called for it.
Oh.
Okay, well, he does it every fucking time. He moves it and
He
doesn't
does.
get called for
Well,
it.
the Eagles do that
I'm-
stuff on every play. They're either jumping, snap, and not getting called for it.
Lane
Kelsey,
Johnson jumps
every play.
early a lot.
Mello,
A
like you
lot.
said, Kelsey grabs the ball. There you go. It was here, now it's there.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
wonder
they're
the
fucking
tush push
cheaters.
always works.
Yeah, they're fucking cheaters. It's flat out. I hope their plane crashes on the way wherever they're playing. Fuck them.
Jeez,
They're
damn.
playing the Giants.
I didn't say die. I just said I hope their plane crashes.
No. Well, that'll screw us in the draft because we'll win on forfeit.
Not
Yeah.
because people are going to die, but because
won't
of our
screw
draft
up.
position.
We won't screw it up. I didn't say die. I just said crash. They could all live
Yeah, but they won't be in
That'd be
position
hard.
to play the game, and we get a victory.
and be hard
Tyrod,
to just figure.
baby.
Just a couple broken legs, a couple concussions. You know.
Little this, little that.
Question.
Now, hey, this is when you break this out.
Yeah.
Little this, little that. Hey.
We don't talk about
All right.
Maybe the
So
plane goes-
that
Maybe the plane goes down. Maybe the plane don't. What are you gonna do? Forget about it.
hey, forget about it.
It's a
Forget about it.
fugazi.
Plus, they don't fly. They take the train. By the way,
Yes.
Philly.
They do.
Philly. They don't fly.
Really?
No, they have the luxury
Yeah.
trains, Amtrak trains that take them up and down to
It's
Philly.
right there. A few steps up.
Hmm.
I had a
But
friend of mine
then,
that worked for Amtrak. He said that he was the one that actually told me that. That was several years ago. He told me about that.
The baseball
when they
teams
go to
do-
New York
they
for a
usually,
game.
yeah, baseball teams usually do that too.
Do you think they have that prime rib you talked about, Timmy?
Fucking prime rib is phenomenal.
The Amtrak
outstanding.
Prime. Oh,
Oh,
Steve,
and
you weren't
when
here for
you're
that. The best
in
prime rib in
Orlando?
the world is an Amtrak Prime rib.
I said you'd be shocked that the best prime rib I ever had was on a goddamn Amtrak train. It was
to Orlando, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about
I'm
that.
gonna hop on Amtrak just to try the prime rib. Where you going? I don't fucking know. I just want to try the prime rib.
They're cooking
getting-
in the back with an,
Why
with
do
an
I
iron.
gotta get the prime rib?
I'm getting off at the next stop. I just want the prime rib and the cheesecake. Let me get off.
It's like Kramer and Seinfeld. The best gyros at this stop.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking this train to Jersey just so I can get me a prime rib.
All right, the other big game of the week. Sorry, Ant, was Dolphins and the Ravens. And the Ravens handled Dolphins pretty easily, pretty handily. I know it's been a rough week, and I know that in the Dolphins version of "I need to finish the story," it doesn't end well. Is what you.
No,
This
no,
is just from
this
Anthony.
is-
No. This is not me. My prediction.
This
just
is
saying that.
This is how we
This
finish
is
the story. This
Anthony.
is how it ends. We've built. Oh, there's hope. We might be good. Just kidding. That's every fucking
So-
year. Every year.
And what did you feel? How did you feel about them leaving Chubb in?
Oh, it's the fucking stupidest thing I've seen. Why are any of the defensive starters in? You're down like 30-something points. Why are any of them in? Why are any
'Cause of last year.
relevant players in the game? Because of last year. What happened last year?
The
You talking about when they
or
came
how-
back?
Wait,
when they were
how
down
did you
4
guys put
touchdowns
it?
and
How
came
did you
back?
guys put it in your year-end show where Mello says it wasn't really important game? Ant says, well, they were, or no, I can't remember the last time the Dolphins beat the Ravens, and you were like last year,
Because I ended up sporting in a game that mattered, and then it was
and then
like
you
week
said it again.
4,
It mattered.
They
Yeah.
came back and Tua scored 6
I watched.
touchdowns.
I watched.
I just want it to be noted that even though I did pick the Dolphins, when I picked them, I specifically said I don't actually think they're going to win, but I'm trying to will it into existence. Those were my words.
You got to
So
do it.
I knew this was coming. I knew it was going to happen. I tried to take a page out of your guys' book. Timmy almost did it with the Giants. Timmy almost willed the Giants. To a dub on,
so I'm
on
listening.
Sunday.
And I hear Giants, and his list does not say Giants. So like, something happened. A decision was made here.
I know what I'm doing.
Hey,
I know
he
what
swapped
I'm
it
doing.
before. He swapped it before it was posted. It's legal.
I knew what
Yeah.
I was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have swapped a couple of mine. Honestly, I don't remember half my picks. I went back through the list and just started picking again.
What else? No other. I mean, Eagles continue to falter.
Just to go back to the Dolphins Ravens game, and on a serious question for the three of you gentlemen, does anyone think any team other than the Ravens is coming out of the AFC right now?
No.
I think the Bills could. Just because they're getting hot at the right time.
No, they're not. Did you watch that game? They look like dog shit for 4 quarters.
It doesn't matter. They're winning. That's what matters.
But they won because the Patriots, they scored 21 points off turnovers. The Patriots turned the ball over 4 times and still almost won the fucking game. They look terrible.
But your division rivals are always going to play you better.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Bailey Zappi sucks. What do you mean?
They were on a 2-game win streak. They were on a 2-game win streak.
The Saints beat that team by like 38 points.
They beat your Steelers.
No.
And they beat the Let's Ride Denver Broncos.
Your Steelers.
That's your Broncos then. Your Broncos then. If it's my Steelers, your Broncos.
Steelers another.
By the way, 9-3 in games Mitch Trubisky doesn't play. Just throwing that out there. 9-3 when Mitch Trubisky does not play football. So they got something going over there. But
that
no,
the team that was the fans that were calling for Tomlin to get fired.
I don't think the Bills. I'm gonna pick the Bills to win this week because I just have no faith in the Dolphins. But the Bills are also in a scenario where if they lose that game, they don't make the playoffs. I mean, 2 other teams have to win technically, but Pittsburgh's going to beat Baltimore because Baltimore's not playing anybody. And then what's the other one? Is it Indy? Is it Indy that has to win? I think is the other game, or is it Houston?
Well,
someone else has to win.
One of them
the Bills
gets
are out if they lose.
What if it's Jacksonville, and then Indy plays Houston?
I don't even have the schedule pulled up.
So
poor planning on my part.
2 of them make it. 2 of them can possibly make it, or just one makes it.
Well, and that's why I was saying if they're as banged up as you say, this guy's missing, this guy got a boot. Why not just sit him and roll the dice for the next round instead of going after the title against a division rival? You know,
because then you get to take a trip to Arrowhead to lose while you're cold next week. And even though the Chiefs aren't very good right now, we're not going to beat them, so it doesn't matter. That's why I say you win the game. At least if you have a home game, you're playing like Indy or Jacksonville. I think it is.
Yeah,
I think, or no, it's Indy, Jacksonville, or Pittsburgh, which I don't want to play Pittsburgh right now.
Or
but I think it's one of the. I don't think it's Houston. I think it's Indy, Jacksonville, or Pittsburgh are the only 3 teams we can end up facing.
Here's for Buffalo. Either they win the game and they win the division, or the other way to get to the playoffs is
every other team loses. Right?
Basically impossible. Yeah. Virtually no, not even it. The scenario is Buffalo ties, or Pittsburgh loses, Jacksonville loses, and or Houston, Indianapolis tie. So
that's
Pittsburgh,
what it is. Jacksonville's the other team. Sorry.
And Jacksonville's playing for the title for the division.
Yeah.
Against Tennessee.
Exciting last week, huh?
So that's
which if Jacksonville loses, the Houston Indy game becomes an AFC South title game.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's a weird combo that's going. It's a pretty crazy week 18, and then you have like half the teams not playing anybody.
Yeah, I saw the list of starting quarterbacks. I almost cried. This is where we are. This is where we
are.
But
it's been like that for like 2 months. It's
I know.
Been like that like half the
that's why I hate. That's why I hate.
I saw the list and thought, it's not too bad this week.
yeah, right. All right, so let's do that. There's a lot of different clinching scenarios, so we can go through some of those, and then we'll get to our final full week's worth of picks.
This should be fun.
Final regular season picks.
Regular season, a full week of regular season picks. Yes. All right, so Houston. They play the Colts on Saturday, 8:15. Houston can clinch the AFC South title if they win and Jacksonville loses or ties. The Texans, imagine that. Who thought the Texans were even going to sniff the playoffs this year?
Not I.
CJ Stroud.
I was not a believer in CJ Stroud, and I'll openly admit that one.
Yeah. And then there's other clinching scenarios for a playoff berth, but we're not going to go through all those. What's funny?
The Falcons could still win the NFC South.
Yes.
Oh my god!
But we'll get to the NFC.
I think the Falcons,
all right.
if they lose, pick like 7th, and if they win the South or some stupid shit like that. It's like
You
the
see?
craziest. That doesn't make any sense.
That was the
Oh,
NFC
the
East a few
NFC
years ago.
South.
Remember,
NFC South
didn't
is
all
terrible.
all 4 teams have a top some odd pick?
Mhm.
So, all right, the Colts. Colts can clinch the AFC South title with a win and Jacksonville loss or tie. I'm not going to go into the other the tie scenarios because that's not happening. No likelihood. The Steelers. Check on my Knicks. Knicks are up 86-78 in the third. Close to the
Oh,
third.
we should have covered that trade.
We could do it right
Okay.
after. Yeah, we got time. Team looked good against Minnesota the other day. I'm gonna say.
Look, we got
Say-
time.
There
We're
you go.
almost doing our
Mid-season.
picks.
Mid-season
Same.
form.
All right. So Pittsburgh. How the Steel? Oh, this is lengthy. How the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth? Pittsburgh win plus Buffalo loss. That's 1. Pittsburgh win plus Jacksonville loss. That's 2. They have many avenues here. Pittsburgh wins plus Houston, Indianapolis tie. I said I wasn't going to mention the ties, but they snuck that one in there. And then the other things are ties. Pittsburgh tie plus Jacksonville loss, et cetera, et cetera. So Pittsburgh has 3 scenarios. Buffalo could lose, Pittsburgh's in. Jacksonville can lose, and Pittsburgh wins, they're in. Same thing with well, not the same thing with Houston and Indy. That's a tie.
Yeah, so there's 3 teams, no, 4 teams with a win and in scenario in the AFC, and it's Houston and Indy who play each other. Jacksonville and Buffalo. If any of those 4 teams wins, they're automatically in.
So all those can be settled right there.
Yeah.
and
Pittsburgh is the only one
Jacksonville
who needs to win and get help.
Right. The Jacksonville Tennessee game is a 1:00 game. They win. Obviously, they win the title there. And then heading over to the NFC, Cowboys can win the division as long as they win.
Fuck that.
The Bucks. The Bucks can clinch the NFC South title with a win, or shenanigans with ties. The Falcons. Shenanigans. The Falcons will clinch the NFC South title with a win plus a Tampa loss at 8-7, 8-9. New Orleans, the Saints, they can clinch the title, the NFC South title with a win plus a Tampa loss. Eagles clinch the NFC East. They have to win against the Giants, and Dallas has to lose or tie against the Commanders. Commanders spirit out there. I saw Parsons was doing his show. He was like, we need our Cowboys fans to come and fill up the stadium up there.
Well, that's going to be hard to do. All the Washington fans who would love to go to the game.
All the commies, baby.
Nazis and commies, baby. That's what the name of the show should be: Nazis and commies.
Hashtag Nazi
Unsportsmanlike
legs.
Cold War edition.
Hashtag Nazi legs. Get it out there. Get it out there.
All right, Seattle. Look at all of Melo's secondary teams. Have a shot here.
It's gonna be a great
Seattle.
playoff.
That's why he's a Cowboys fan, though.
Seahawks can clinch with a playoff berth with a win plus a Green Bay loss, and the rest is shenanigans ties. Green Bay, they play Chicago. They win and they're in. Done. Finito. They don't got to worry about nothing else going on. The rest of the scenarios are ties and Minnesota losses that are involved. And then we come to Minnesota, how they can still clinch a playoff berth after all that they've gone through this year.
Sounds like a lot of shenanigans there.
Shenanigans. Minnesota win plus a Green Bay loss, plus a Seattle loss, plus a Tampa loss, and they can get into the playoffs.
And somehow that's going to be
wins.
the scenario that happens.
Parlay that, baby. Parlay it, because Kirk Cousins, he's saying, at the side of his bed, he's saying his prayers and his jammies. Please let Minnesota win.
Picked out by his wife.
Of course. Minnesota. That's the parlay. What's that? Plus 3,500. That's going to be. Minnesota wins. Green Bay
gonna be
loses.
higher than
Seattle loses. And New Orleans loses. And the news of the day. In the doomsday scenario, let me wipe the smile off my face for a second because it's not funny. And now I can't because I looked at Tim. And Tyreek Hill's house caught fire today. And what the hell is going on? Fortunately, nobody hurt. He was at practice, but that ain't a sign. I don't know what it is.
Bad omen there.
Nazi legs.
Oh my god!
Just saying. Gotta get it out there.
All right, so let's jump into the NBA trade. Let's talk about that for just a moment here, and then we'll get into our Week 18 picks. If somebody wants my opinion on this first, I can't ask and answer the question. So,
Tim, what did you think about the OG Anunoby trade?
Ready?
Or Steve, sorry.
So, mate, you ready for my best? I'll give you my opinion. I'll give you my best Tommy Lee Jones. Ready? I don't care.
Well, look, when the trade first happened, we were waiting for details to come in, right? We were waiting for the other names to come through, what was gonna happen. And the first game against Minnesota, they look great. They clicked. They were running fast breaks. This dude plays defense, man. Dude plays defense. And so as of right now, consistency wise, I did not want to trade Emmanuel quickly. He was a spark last year in many of the games, and in the few games that he started, he did well too. RJ Barrett, RIP, my jersey that came all the way from China. My Knicks City logo there. But he was inconsistent. Also, I think I think we get the same offensively. Because RJ was not as consistent. He had his great games. Don't get me wrong, but he also had his games where he would disappear, pop up 9 points, and shoot poorly. And the defense is improved tremendously. I don't think it's over. I don't think this is the last trade the Knicks are going to make. I think the picks are still stockpiled. They're just waiting patiently for a New York team. I don't know. I don't know if it's that dude that you're talking about.
You don't want to speculate like who it could be. Maybe get back.
I don't.
Porzingis or a guy
who's the.
Did you say Porzingis?
Yes, they get back.
Trading him already,
or El Gallo,
can cry. You can cry some more. Knicks are up by 2.
Steve Novak, who are you thinking?
Steve Novak, baby. No. We'll see. I don't. This is the most that I've been able to trust the Knicks front office and team as a whole since the 90s. So
trust is a big word there.
This is the most I can try. I didn't say I fully trust. I said this is the most.
They've made good. The new regime has made good moves. I don't think you can debate that.
They've made moves that make sense. But old regimes would, hey, let's sign 8 power forwards in the offseason and make that work. Yeah, we can get power forward number 8 on the list here, and we'll put him out on the wing. He'll shoot threes now. That's what the old regime did. And then the regime before that didn't give a shit about defense. And the regime before that signed Eddie Curry to 6-year, $150 million contracts. So those
are we to Isaiah Thomas yet? Are we to Isaiah Thomas?
That's Isaiah.
Okay, Isaiah Thomas. There we go.
That's the guy. That's where it all started. Jared Jeffries. Let's give him a long-term deal.
Isaiah Thomas.
Doesn't Eddie Curry have a championship ring?
Poison.
Sure does.
That's so annoying.
sure does.
So Steve, all you gotta do is say, and so does the janitor of the team that year. Everyone gets a ring.
which is
It's
more
not
than
the
the
same
Knicks have.
thing, Timmy.
Everyone gets a
in
ring.
a very long time. Hey, listen, we're like we know what each other goes through from different sports, Dolphins, Knicks. So it's not
Melo doesn't
fun.
understand.
It's not fun.
Melo doesn't experience that. He just finds a new team.
You're like those
I-
Yankees, Cowboys, Laker fans.
You're talking about your boy Kyle right there.
Fugazi.
Did he wind up? No, he was a Dodger fan. Wasn't he? I'm speaking.
Yeah.
I'm speaking in past tense, like he's dead. He's still probably a Dodgers fan and really happy right now. By the way, which I don't care less about his.
well,
happiness.
this is when the Dodgers win their championships is in the off season. So
I don't know.
Hey, I gotta tell you,
I
I'm
don't
still
know.
not impressed. I'm still not impressed with their lineup. I don't care. Either way.
I don't
I
know.
haven't
What
looked
do
at
you
it.
what do you even do when you look at Betts, Freeman, and Otani? When you're the closer coming in,
I'm not impressed.
so scary.
I mean, thankfully, boss, the Mets don't got to see that, all the time anymore.
But when they do, they will.
All right.
And those are those stupid West Coast games that I'll be up like a dumbass watching. Mets in LA, 14-2, 13-1.
I mean, that's gonna happen because they got rid of Vogie, pretty much. Because Vogie
all you got to do is get through the first 4 hitters in that lineup, and then you're probably okay. I agree with Tim. It's shocking that lineup looks like this with all the stuff that they've done. So Mookie,
Who
Otani,
else? Like
Freddie,
uh-huh.
Mookie, Otani, Freddie, and then you have Will Smith hitting cleanup, and then it gets rough. Max Muncy, James Outman, Chris Taylor, Jason Hayward, Gavin Lux, with 3 of those players platooning. That's dude. I mean, I kind of agree with Tim. Like, yeah, just get through 1 through 3 and you're fine.
From an average perspective, Muncy for sure. How many home runs did he hit last year?
And then how many did he hit the year before? Like 12?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
He was. I know he had a real bounce back year last year, and the year before he was dog shit because I had him in fantasy 2 years ago.
The Dodgers are funny because the Dodgers have something to prove because they won in the COVID year. So they're like, no, we got something to prove. We got to win another one. We have to prove that, the COVID year. It's like, whatever, dude. Just, ruin the game.
$5 million a year.
I will say that their rotation looks really good.
The rotation is absurd. It's ridiculous. And then when Otani comes back,
really good.
Look, they're gonna go 155-7 and lose in the first round.
You're probably right.
Because this year they're gonna change the rule this year where the best record has to play 3 consecutive days on no rest with their backup players and the moon and whatever the fuck the way they do things now in baseball.
I'm not gonna lie. Their entire pitching staff may be one of the scarier ones I've seen in a very long time. From top to bottom, it's really good, and it won't matter. So it's cool.
I mean, there's one thing that can always be guaranteed in baseball. The Mets are still going to selling.
Oh God.
Because of
anyways, back to the OG Anunoby trade.
Yes, please. Thank you for reeling us back in.
I actually really like this trade for the Knicks. OG is a perfect fit for Jalen Brunson. When the deal was first reported, and it was reported as OG Anunoby for RJ Barrett quickly and draft compensation, I thought that was the worst thing I had ever heard. But then as the details came out and the trade was filled in and we realized that there was more players going back to the Knicks and that the draft compensation was a second-round pick, I was like, oh, that's actually really good for them. Giving up quickly hurts a little bit. And I disagree with you on that, Steve. You said you guys are still big game hunting. I disagree with that. I think not having a player to send back in one of those big game trades probably takes you out of the big game hunting. But with the draft picks, you'll still be able to fill in whatever needs that the front office deems they need come trade deadline. But yeah, no, it's he's probably the best perimeter defender in basketball right now, OG Anunoby, which is saying a lot because like nobody plays defense. So it's a great fit for them. He can shoot. He can play on the wing. It's what they needed. They needed a wing defender who they could throw at other teams' premier wing scorers, and now they have that. And they did at the cost of some bench scoring and a player that I have really soured on over the last several months in RJ Barrett. I actually kind of was a believer in him up until recently, and I just have lost all faith in him being relevant. He's just a volume scorer, and that was great in like the early 2000s and the 90s, but in today's NBA, it's not as valuable as it once was. So I didn't really feel the trade was bad in any way. Like I said, giving up quickly, I felt like that was like the one piece that they had to attach for a big game trade.
It's big
And
time
now that's
spark.
gone. Yeah, but it's bench scoring. You can replace that. Like you could send off a 2027 first round pick and get a premier bench scorer at the trade deadline. So it's not a big deal. Maybe you suffer a little bit in the short term, but I think OG makes up for it at the defense and 3-point shooting. So you'd be fine. So
And
there you go. I said a nice thing about the Knicks. I'm done.
the flow of the game on was it Saturday, Monday? Obviously, I have no idea what the days of the week are anymore because yesterday was Monday Night Raw, right?
Yo, this 2 weeks has totally fucked up the days of the
Every
week.
year. Every year, I have no idea what's going on. All right, well, what do you guys think? Or Mello, you want to chime in on the trade also?
It was Monday, by the way. Way off. You said Saturday and
Bro,
Sunday. It was
what's going
Monday.
on right now?
Ooh.
Hey, was Monday night a weekend day this week?
Sure. Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah.
No one worked Monday.
Mhm.
No, I did work Monday. I can't say speak for everyone.
Wait, let me re-ask that question, Dave. You want to shun the Knicks trade real quick?
No, I think I said in the chat too.
OG
when it
with the
happened,
steal and the putback. Knicks up 8. Go ahead.
I really like the trade, especially once I saw who else was involved because I really like Precious. I think he's a good key piece that could definitely work for you guys. That you like your forwards. So I had nothing bad. I wasn't a big Quickly fan, regardless. So just like I wasn't a big Toppin fan. So when he got shipped off, I was like, okay with it, like better for you guys. So I like the trade. I think it worked out better for you. I really like OG. And good for your Knicks, man. They making some moves and hey, strong
We see
mid-season
it.
form.
This story ends just like the Dolphins is going to end, according to Anthony.
First round exit against the Pacers?
Well, when was the last time?
Yeah,
the Knicks won
Obi Toppin led Pacers.
When was the last
Revenge
time the Knicks won
series.
the title? What year was it, Steve, for the last Knicks championship?
73.
3.
So it's literally the same amount of time.
Same year.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's
Yeah,
terrific.
we're that's it.
We're trauma bonding right now.
All right. All right, let's get into they're doing this stretch 5 weeks in a row of NBA on ABC on Wednesday nights. Any thoughts on that? Easier to watch something? Good games.
Is it on right now?
Yeah, that's the Knicks and Bulls are on now.
Oh, that's what it's on.
And then
ABC.
aren't the Heat playing right now against the Lakers?
The Heat are
They're on
and the Lakers.
ESPN.
They have the score up in the top. So you're getting doubleheader action on Wednesdays for the next 5 weeks.
Are you really that excited that you're up 8 against the Bulls right now?
Well, they were down. They were down before.
I just realized who you were playing. That's why I said that.
Yeah, but
We're up 11.
they've won 11 of the last 16 or something like that. The Bulls.
The Bulls?
Yeah.
And they're still 5 games below 500. Go figure.
Yes. they Richard Jefferson and what's his name? What's his other guy's name? The white 3-point specialist on ESPN.
It's racist.
JJ Redick?
JJ Redick, that's racist.
My
They
God.
JJ Redick apparently has a very photographic memory, forgets nothing. Asked him on the spot, what was your highest scoring game? Do you happen to remember your highest scoring game ever at the Garden? And he was like pretending to think about it. He was like, you mean 29 points in 2013 when I was a member of the Orlando Magic? So then they got Richard Jefferson in there, and he's got 39 points. Richard Jefferson's hilarious. Yeah? Well, agree?
He's all right.
Yes.
I don't
Fine.
dislike him.
I think it's funny. All right, let's get back into
I like JJ better, personally.
JJ's good too. I don't see JJ ever on First Take anymore.
Well, I think that's because he kept calling people out on their
Yeah.
shit, and they're like, "We can't have you on this show."
Stephen A. I know
Yeah,
Stephen A.
exactly.
didn't like that. I caught that tone several times.
For sure, that was a
and
Stephen
he
A.
even
call.
said, didn't he even said one point? JJ said, because I'm not gonna bow down to you or something like on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, JJ don't take no shit, and he'll call it how he sees it. So that's just how I like
That's
JJ.
good. Like it. All right, let's get back into football. Into week 18 picks. Final regular season week, full slate of games. Who's playing at what position? We don't know. But we're gonna try and get through these as well as possible.
We'll do the Pro
Last
Bowl
week,
roster after.
yeah, we'll finish up with the Pro Bowl excitement. Week 17 saw Ed go 12-4. I went 11-5. Timmy also 11-5. Dave 10-6. Anthony 8-8. Overall, now
Completely falling apart.
yeah,
Yeah, these last 3 weeks have been the utter
I
pits.
have dolphined it up this year.
wow. Oh man. All right. So I have a 2-game lead over Ed. That's probably it.
So pick every game Ed picks.
Yeah, let's do this. Dave is 3rd place, 6 out. Tim, you're in 4th place, 7 out. Rodriguez is.
I made it to
5th.
4.
Yes, you did.
Son of a bitch! That puts a lot of pressure on me for this week.
You jumped ahead of Rodriguez, and then Anthony, you are 10 out.
How far back am I at 4th?
3.
There you go, man.
That's an achievable goal. That's an achievable goal.
I'm gonna go undefeated, and then you just get like one wrong, and we'll mix to the 4 of us are up there.
No.
Basically, need is like a perfect week.
No, the 4 of us can't be in there because Ed's in there. Ed's 2nd.
Ed's gonna go 0-16 this week.
I can make that happen. we can make sure that happens.
For the 4 of us to finish top 4 amongst each other. Wait.
Yeah. That was the goal. That was the plan. But didn't.
No, I had a bad year.
Oh, it's Tim. I was in 1st place for like 12 weeks, and now I'm in like 8th place.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we make heads and tails out of these things. That's graphics today.
3 weeks.
Somebody had some time. Okay. All right. First up, Saturday game: Steelers at the Ravens. I just checked the lines. These are all updated up to the minute with the announcements of people who are not playing, which Lamar Jackson not playing. But Steelers have every reason to play. They're a 3.5-point favorite at Baltimore. Start with you, Timmy.
Steelers.
Dave, is this going to pain you to say it? Steelers and Lions. Your Steelers are your team that you're going against in the AFC.
I'm going Ravens on this one. I still think they win.
I appreciate you giving me a chance to pass you this week. I really like that. Pittsburgh, please.
I wrote Steakers.
Raul gave us a nickname. We're the Undisputed Kingdom. He gave us a nickname.
Oh.
Let's just finish in the top 4. Raul, we're doing our best.
I'm trying.
I don't know how to do a K.
Oh, by the way,
wait a second.
If the Steelers win, this will be the 10th double-digit win season for Mike Tomlin.
I don't know really how to do a K here.
How you do a K? K? No, I don't know.
We're all trying, and all of a sudden, 3 of us are trying to put up a K. It's not working out tonight.
We're throwing out other gang signs that we don't know about.
I know. we might have just offended a whole nation of people. We don't even know it.
Hey, look, Raul's on my side.
Not like hashtag Nazi legs.
No,
Nazi legs. All right, so I will go with the Steelers on this one. They've got reason to win. They've been playing well. Next up, the Texans at the Colts. This is one that definitely matters. Texans are heading into Indy as a 1.5-point favorite. Dave, we start with you on this one.
Oh man, you know what? I feel like I gotta go big. I'm gonna go Minshew Mania. I'm gonna go for another upset
Damn
here.
it, Dave.
Another.
Don't stop. Now we know what they're gonna lose. Now I think I should go the other way.
Damn you.
no,
Ant, who you got?
I'm also going Colts on this one. I just think that's a tough matchup for Houston to go into Indy with the running game clicking again for Indianapolis. Give me the Colts.
I'm going to go opposite here of you guys. I'm going to go with the Texans. Think they go in there. We're in the Vegas zone here, the Tic Tac zone. Sorry,
Tic Tac.
Vegas zone.
Nah, Vegas 4.5.
Jesus.
1.5. Hey, I think CJ. I can't doubt CJ Stroud now. I did it before. He proved me wrong. I'm just going to stick with him this time. I got Texans. Timmy.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of the Texans.
It's a 1:00 game.
In a dome.
The stars during the day are not really gay. Deep in the heart of Indy.
Tim is trying to see how many people he can offend in one show today.
I saw a TikTok today
The Tic Tac.
saying TikTok today saying the guy was talking about how inclusive the NFL is being now, and they cut to a clip of an announcer saying, "And gay is good." It was a field goal.
I say no one. They also got you got guys like Dicker the kicker
The kicker.
all over.
That's great. Yeah, what, you just tune in and you don't know what he's listening to. I was like, what a long shot by Gat Gay. Like, what? What?
All right.
The
Next
kick
up,
is gay.
And Dicker nails another one.
Dicker puts it right through.
It's Dicker versus Gay.
All right, Knicks are up by 13 now. So we good. Falcons at the Saints. Come on, guy. Saints are a 3-point favorite here. I'm gonna go with the Saints here. They're at home. I think they just have the better team, and the Falcons with their wonderful head coach, always finding ways to screw things up and then pull one out of their ass and just be unable to be figured out. So I have Saints in this one. Timmy?
Yeah, rock me like a hurricane. Give me Saints. Get it? Hurricane?
Wow.
There's another one, Tim.
I'm trying. I'm gonna try for every game.
Let me where's the closest
Tune into CCP where no one's left
sensitivity
unoffended.
training advanced course sensitivity training. All right, go ahead, Dave.
Stupid Falcons. I think I've picked like 3 games right of theirs the entire year. Hate Artie Smith. But I'm gonna go Saints here. I just they're at home. It's hard to play in that dome. Think Artie Smith chokes. Hopefully. Let me get it, Artie. Come on. Do me a favor here.
Ant, what you got with this one?
Derek Carr, our consensus 23rd quarterback in our QB rankings, has been playing really well this last few weeks. Give me the Saints. I actually don't know if he was consensus 23, but I thought it was funny.
It feels about right. That's all that matters. All right, next up, the Browns head to play the Bengals. The Bengals are a 6.5-point favorite. Browns are locked into their seed. Ain't nobody playing. Bengals are locked into no seed. And
yeah, they're out, right? They're done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're out.
But it's an
Browns are
inspired
locked.
game. Inspiration. Play the
Browns
Bums.
are locked. If the Browns are locked, then
Yeah, the Browns have nothing to play for.
Flacco not playing.
Yeah, you said
no
that.
Joe Flacco.
How
I
bad
would
was that
expect
last week where they go to sit him down and then their QB gets hurt and they're like, I guess we got to put him back out there again.
Damn it. Is it guys? All right, so who we start off with? Timmy here.
I got nothing offensive to say. I'll just pick the Bengals. That's not offensive.
If you combine it with like Dicker and stuff. Dicker Bengals. That. Dave, what you got here?
Give me the Bengals as well.
Ant.
Yeah. So as I look at this and realize that the Browns are going to sit like half their roster, I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Bengals. The week 18 is weird. Jags. They win the division. Nothing else matters for some other teams. 5.5-point favorites at the Titans in this Sunday matchup. Dave, who you got in this one?
Do we know if Lawrence is going to be okay or is he not playing?
He practiced today. I think every intention of playing.
All right.
That's what I saw.
Then give me the Tony Khan Jaguars. The All Elite Jaguars.
He's got a left finger situation too, but that's not going to do anything.
He did practice.
Limited practice. Yeah, limited practice.
All right. Give me the Prince.
Little Jags.
Especially since
Levis?
I mean, we don't know if he's playing because apparently, he's hurt. I don't know how.
Anyways, there was reports that came out this week about Mike Vrabel's contract actually being up with the Titans at the end of the season. I think it's interesting the timing of a report like that to come out. I also think it's interesting that they placed like 8 players on IR today, or was it yesterday? I don't remember. So give me the Jags. I think the Titans are done for the season and possibly for a lot longer if Vrabel leaves.
For a little bit. I'm gonna skip over everything. I'm going Jags too. Just gonna happen. Timmy, Jags.
Yes.
Boom. That's a Jag sweep here. Next up, the Lions with their crazy scenario of they need to win and 18 other teams need to lose. They head to Detroit to play the Lions. Lions are a 3.5-point favorite here. I think there's chance for the Lions seeding to change, but not a high percentage chance of it happening. So I don't know that there's been much news out of Detroit. I don't see him sitting their players when there's still a chance for their seeding to change. Who do we start with the last one? We start with Dave. Going with you, Ant, on this one. Vikings, Lions.
Lions. Vikings
Lions
don't
for me
have a
too.
quarterback.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The Lions are
Go
going to
back.
get into that. They're going to run into that buzzsaw called Matthew Stafford in 2 weeks.
Just week 18. Week 18, Melo. Is this a Lions sweep? Or I don't know about what Melo's going to do.
Yeah, that's the Lions.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm roaring.
No.
Roar.
And now he's offended the Lions. Great.
In just an amazing matchup here. The Jets head to New England to play the Patriots.
Thank God.
Patriots
Thank
are
God.
a 1.5-point favorite here. I start with this one, and I guess I just go with the Patriots because they're home. Timmy?
Yeah, you do the old. Yeah, give me the Patriots because they're home.
I don't know. Dave?
So I want to throw something out here that I did not get to throw out a little bit earlier when Anthony was discrediting the Patriots and the Zapper that were on a 2-game win streak.
The Zapper.
Also, let's not forget that once a certain starting running back got hurt and the backup became the starter, that another person on this squad here thought wasn't going to have a job after week 8. Patriots have been rolling, so I'm gonna go with the Patriots here. But
Wait, what's rolling to you?
Zeke's been eating. He's been eating.
The only
They've won
reason
2
he
of their
became the
4
starter
games
was
in the last 3 weeks. They're rolling.
Yeah, they are. They've been in the games more than they have
they
been.
red
all
hot,
season.
baby. They red hot. All right, so
They went
you
from
got
like the
Patriots?
3rd pick
so.
to like now like 7th pick. Like, come on.
Good. Good.
Fine
Out
with
of
me.
it, but-
Fine with me.
Are you saying you're going for a 3 in a row here?
I'm
Freaky.
picking the Patriots. Bill Belichick hasn't lost to the Jets in like 4 or 5 years. I think it is something stupid. So give me the Pats.
Aaron Rodgers is still active, right?
His practice window is still open. Yes.
So he may play this week.
What if he's active? He might play.
No, I actually think they formally put him back on IR. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did they? I didn't even see what
I'm
he asked
pretty
him to
sure
do
they-
weeks
they
ago,
said-
right? Because he was trying not to be selfish with the roster spot.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
So now we don't believe him, right? We believe everything else.
Oh,
Of
you
course
know
we
what?
don't believe.
But
you know what?
now
I
we
feel-
don't believe when he
activated
says that he
and put
asked
me
to be
on
put on
IR.
IR.
I feel
Why
so
would
bad.
they
I
activate him?
do feel
Why
bad
would they
about Aaron
activate him?
Rodgers. I feel bad a little bit for Aaron Rodgers. This lawsuit thing, after he.
Oh my God, they did not put him back on IR. He is still on the active roster. Jesus, what a
he
fucking
comes out.
catastrophe this team is.
That's not his fault. That's the incompetent Jets ownership that we know are a bunch of fools.
That put together the
Really?
rest of the roster.
So why is he still at practice every day?
Because he's gonna go out there and practice. He's gonna do what he loves. He hasn't been doing it for almost
Right,
the
right.
entire
But if he's on
season.
IR, he's not. If he's on IR, he's not allowed to practice. And all the reports were that even if he wasn't going to play, he wanted to be active so that he could practice with the team.
But he cleared
And so,
that up.
so
And
why
said
is he not on
wanted to be
IR, and why is he still on practice?
Because they don't want to
still
put him on IR. That's not his option. That's not his choice. He
Right,
can't say
right.
put me
Because
on
he
IR.
wants to not be on IR. Exactly.
That
what
is
the whole point
the
was.
Jets organization's choice.
If he goes on
not
IR, he
his.
can't go on Pat McAfee every week. He doesn't want any part of that.
Well, that's not true. He was on Pat McAfee all those other weeks when he was on IR. So
I kid.
didn't he do? Didn't he do a show from the operating room in the dark?
During the operation, he stayed awake. All right, and
Yeah.
he gave that interview.
He didn't believe in the sleep medicine.
All right, so Mello, you picked Patriots, right?
Yeah.
I got a clean sweep here. All right. Next up, the Bucks with the division title on the line. What's the latest on Baker? Did he practice today? Bucks are a
Please
4.5 point favorite. It had been 5.5, so I didn't know if maybe there was a report in about Baker or somebody. Because I don't. Otherwise, I don't see why it goes from 5.5
He
to
did
4.5.
not practice today. He did not practice today.
So
Neither
it's
did Tristan
so-
Wirfs.
So Vegas is reacting slightly to that, and potentially more in the coming days. So right now it's Bucks as a 4.5 point favorite, and to win the division. Who started the last one?
Patriots was what?
Does it
Timmy?
matter?
Timmy. So we start with Dave. Boom. I don't even have to ask you.
You know
And
I'm
who you
going
got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks as well. The Panthers are
the
terrible.
who?
Sorry, the Yeast, who looked like fucking dog shit last week.
They really did. I don't know what happened. How you
No,
just
he looked like
Wait,
dog shit.
look, you see
They
what just
did.
happened?
Be
Did you
specific.
see what
I've
just
given him
happened there?
credit. I've
They
given him credit on
did.
this show. I'm gonna tell you when he looks like shit. He looked fucking terrible last week. He looked like the guy that the Panthers cut last year. That's who he looked
No,
like.
that was a
The
quick spin.
division
Mello. That was
rivals
such a
always
quick-
play you
quick spin.
better, guys. Come on now. We know this.
Well, tell that to the Giants
they
against
play
the Eagles,
last
okay?
week? They played the Falcons. That's right. It was the Falcons.
No, they
last
played
week.
the Saints. The Saints.
Same thing. Who cares?
All right, that Timmy, are we doing clean sweep Bucks, right?
Clean sweep for the East.
Clean sweep for the Bucks. All right, next up, the Bears.
No, say it right.
What?
Say it right. Clean sweep for the.
Tampa.
He
Tampa
is not at all paying attention to what you're saying right
Say
now.
it.
Bears, Packers. Packers are a 3-point favorite here. Does it continue even without Mr. Rodgers? Does it continue? By the way, next year, I think I sent this to the group like a week or so ago that there's potential for either the Jets to head to Green Bay to play next year or to play the Bears next year, depending on where they finish. So the Jets are in third place right now. So if the Bears finish third place, then the Jets head to Chicago, and Aaron Rodgers brings does he take his ownership back?
He's never
How's that
lost
work
it. What are
now?
you
It's a
talking about?
member of the Jet. What do you mean? They transferred over to Love.
No, it didn't. He's
When
still the owner over there.
Love beat him twice. Sounds like it transferred.
Yeah, it was a transfer of.
He
We
beat
talked
him
about this
once,
on the
no?
show
It's not twice.
once.
Yeah,
Had to be
Well, they
once.
played the second time this week.
So it'll be twice. So Packers.
Oh, I mean, that's if you think the
Yeah.
Packers are going to win.
I do.
Okay, good for you, but
I'm gonna go with
I don't
Packers.
believe they're going to win.
There it is.
There are 3 quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that have thrown for 30 touchdowns with less than 12 interceptions before their 25th birthday. That list is Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
I've also
Show
seen
some
Jordan
love,
Love almost lose to the Carolina Panthers. Not impressed.
Yeah, I don't think they lost because Jordan Love was playing defense. So
Oh, I forgot because they were scoring so much points. They didn't
scored
have to
more than the
come
Panthers
back
did.
They didn't have to come back to win that game. Poor God.
So you mean Jordan Love had another game-winning drive on his resume added for this season? Terrific.
I saw
Sounds
Jordan Love
great.
lose to Tommy Cutlets, so let's not go there.
Oh, get out of here!
I saw this take over MetLife on Monday night.
Yeah,
Never did you see that.
Tommy Cutlets looked great when Jordan Love was playing linebacker for the Packers that week. I don't know what happened. It was crazy.
One-on-one games, one-on-one football games. I got the Packers for Anthony. I got the Packers for Timmy. Did he say it or not?
I didn't say it.
Delete.
Yeah, I don't
poison
know
your
what the hell
mind.
I want. Bears.
Delete.
Bears.
Bears. All right,
Bears.
Bears. And
Bears in the upset. In the upset.
Yeah, Rodgers is still going to be the Packers. The Bears.
That's
daddy.
the only reason why you want the Bears to win. You're such a.
I may switch my mind at the last moment, but right now Bears.
All right, we're skipping over this next game. Cowboys are a 13-point favorite at the Commanders.
But who's starting at quarterback?
The C squad to beat the fucking Commanders. Don't even bother with that.
Might see some Trey Lance on Sunday.
Dak is C squad. All right, next up, Broncos and the Raiders. The Raiders, I don't know if you saw, players came out with a vote of confidence for Antonio Pierce. They want him to be the permanent head coach. So we'll see what happens there. We talked about this a few times. People want to run through a brick wall for him. Did you hear what Mike in the morning said today to Jeff Saturday when they were talking about the Colts and how this year they're well coached?
No. That's kind of mean, though.
That was pretty mean. I didn't see it. I read it. It said it was jokingly, so maybe it was the same joking manner as Aaron Rodgers. That's mean.
Yes.
Mello.
What?
Mello tying his own tongue in knots. How great.
That's me, but not to joke around about you being on a pedophile island.
He said the flightless. He did not say he was on a pedophile island.
Well, what's the flight?
Mello,
Where's the
I don't know
flight
if you know
go,
how
Mello?
flights work.
This isn't like the show Manifest. Flight did disappear. Well, that's the other one. All right, Broncos, Raiders. Timmy, let's start off with you on this one. Raiders are a 3-point favorite.
I wish I could find my Antonio Pierce jersey from back in the day. I'd throw it on and say Raiders.
No,
Dave?
Timmy.
Why?
It's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because you can't throw on a Giants jersey and say Raiders.
It's Antonio Pierce. That's almost if I have my Antonio Pierce jersey, so I'm rooting for the Raiders because of Antonio.
He's representing the man.
Don't
That's
worry,
like you
Tim, the
throwing
rest
on
of
a
us
Chris
got it.
Canty jersey and saying "Go Cowboys."
You're rooting
No,
for
no.
you're
Chris
rooting
Canty
for Tommy
wasn't good
Cutlets.
for you guys.
Like you're
Why
rooting
would,
for
first
Tommy
of all, why would you own a
Cutlets
Chris
and-
Canty jersey? That's
Hey,
terrible.
he's a super.
It took me
Super Bowl
a
champion.
couple seconds to remember who the fuck he was when you said his name. I was like,
Chris
who the
Canty?
fuck?
He's a
The
Super Bowl
that like
champion.
third
So
string defensive lineman. That guy.
He was not a third string defensive lineman. He was out there with that cool ass helmet too.
He was out there throwing the Gatorade on Coughlin. It looked great.
Mello, who you got in this one?
Give me the Raiders.
And
Raiders.
remember, Russell's not
Pierce-
playing. Okay.
Pierce was our last best linebacker, and before that, he was our best linebacker since like Jesse
For all-
Armstead.
Yeah.
Probably the best linebacker
Pierce was
in
a
the
beast.
history of the
He controlled
franchise.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
LT.
he can put
Don't
it.
forget LT in them.
Well, I don't. Okay, he's the best off-ball linebacker in the history of the franchise. There, I fixed it.
I fixed it. All right, Ant.
Raiders as well.
Raiders clean sweep here.
All right.
right.
I pray that Michael Penix stays where he's being slotted so that the Raiders can draft him.
To the Raiders.
They're going.
Bring
They're
on
going,
Jimmy G to New York.
they're going wide receiver first round, no matter what. That's
Chiefs.
Mark Davis's little yellow note from like the movie.
You
Wide
remember that?
receiver, no
Always.
matter what.
Next up, Chiefs at the Chargers. Nobody's playing for the Chiefs. The Chargers are the Chargers. But the Chargers are 3.5 point favorite here. We start with Mello on this one.
Nobody's playing for the dead, but they can't move.
The Chiefs are locked into the 3 seed.
They're
Yeah.
the 3 seed no matter what.
So they asked Rodgers this because he's such a intellectual on Pat McAfee, and then they asked JJ Watt this as well today. I'm gonna ask you guys now. What do you guys think about resting your starters? Do you think you should rest? Like, let's say maybe not for the Chiefs because they play next week, but still they can have a little bit of rust. But what about these guys like the Ravens, that they're possibly gonna have 2 weeks of rested guys because of the bye? Do you think that's smart? Do you think it's not? They should just go out there and at least play a half.
Considering the injuries that have plagued the Ravens over the last few years and this year, absolutely rest. Don't play.
Them for sure.
Well, I mean, just in general, like let's not say that, but let's say like the Chiefs now, like they have nothing to play
The
for.
Chiefs
but
need it.
No, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs need. You think the Chiefs need to play? I think they need just a fucking.
Look, I like
Just
the
goddamn
Tom
ball.
Coughlin route of you don't teach your guys to be losers. I kind of like that route, but the way this league has been this year, if you look at the list of quarterbacks and who's been out and who's been in and all the injuries, I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, if I'm the Chiefs, I play. They need to play at least a half to look like the Chiefs. They haven't looked like the Chiefs all year.
Yeah.
Ravens sit because Lamar Jackson is still fragile. I don't care what anybody says.
Case
So
by case.
Sit him. Yeah, I'd say case by case.
Case by case. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think every
I
case
think-
is different.
What
I
did
don't think
Rodgers
it's a
say?
full sit. He agreed with you should at least try to go out. Like he said that it's like a lose-lose situation because you either rest them and then you could come out rusty and then it's like, oh, they should have played them, or you don't rest them, someone gets hurt and you're like, oh, you should have rested them. So he's like, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation.
It is.
So I think
It is
I'm
for
gonna
sure
see-
because hindsight being 2020, you're always going to get judged on what you didn't do.
exactly.
So what you're
I-
saying is he brought it up to add absolutely nothing to the conversation.
he didn't bring it up. They
The
asked him.
intellectual.
Jesus. They
Well,
wanted to
look,
get rid of him.
Intellectual. What an in-depth
as-
answer
as-
from Aaron Rodgers.
But see, as Giants fans, we have the perfect, because of the Giants Patriots thing. We didn't rest, and we almost beat them, and that led to us, getting on that hot streak and actually beating them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So
it was a nice catapult.
Yeah, it was because we came that close, and fucking Tom Brady knew it. He knew it. He's like, I don't want to play them again.
2 plays in a row.
And you
The
guys
Randy
had
Moss
the
play didn't work
ability
first time.
to do the one thing that Brady hated, and that was put pressure in his face the whole game. So
So I don't know. It is case by case, but I don't know.
I think at least a half. Like play him
Yeah.
a half. That's it. It's not that big of a deal. You could have a slow.
That's a
paced
lose.
game.
That's the third part of your lose scenario. You play the half. Oh my God, you injured just for playing one half of football.
But-
No matter what you
so
do,
it's really a lose
what-
lose situation.
see. We just added more than Aaron Rodgers did. Boom.
And also, you don't try to be, all right, we're gonna run the flea flicker reverse dive Philly spec. No, take shotgun only. Catch the ball, throw the ball. Don't try to do anything stupid. Just catch the ball, throw the ball. Even
Does
if
it
it's-
also depend on your opponent? If your opponent has to win to get
Hey,
in,
division rival? You want to ruin their lives? Yeah, why not? Give it a shot.
yeah, we know how that
Well,
feels.
the Chargers aren't playing for anything, so
Yeah. So who wins this stupid game? Because I'm gonna lose out on this because of these stupid ass games. Nobody's playing.
Who's the Chiefs starting quarterback?
Blaine Gabbert? No, not Blaine Gabbert.
No,
Fuck, who was, I saw the name today and I
the
couldn't believe
49ers.
it.
I'm going with the Chargers.
No, it's Darnold.
I'm actually going with
Darnold's
the
is 49ers, and he is playing. Chargers for.
Because literally, I couldn't name a single Chiefs backup.
It is Blaine Gabbert. I was right. Yes, Blaine Gabbert.
So Blaine Gabbert versus Easton Stick.
Yo,
Oh my God.
Easton Stick is a great name, so I'm going with Easton Stick.
All right, Chargers for Timmy.
You could
Dave?
eat some stick.
Stick it to them.
Eat some stick.
And Gay is good.
This is where Dicker the kicker's on this team.
I will go out and buy his jersey if he comes out on a post conference that says, "I made them eat some stick." Automatic jersey buy. Automatic jersey buy.
And if their kicker says it, I made him eat some.
Automatic.
No.
And Gay is good. That's what. All right, Dave, who you got in this one?
God, the Chargers look so terrible.
But Blaine Gabbert. Come on, Blaine Gabbert.
Fine, I'll go Chargers.
And a bunch of guys who
regret it.
haven't played all year are going to be playing. At least a team that's played all year.
I'm
Ant,
sure
who you got in this
Derek
one?
McKinnon is going to have a great game. He's going to have like 150
I'm gonna
all-purpose
take
yards.
the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, McKinnon's going to have 150 all-purpose yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 catches.
Buddies.
Jarek McKinnon's probably not playing.
You guys better pray then, because I'm going to come at you all day with.
He has to play because
with
it's
the
not going to be
Easton Stick.
Pacheco or Hilaire.
Actually, he can't play. He's on IR, so he literally
he is.
can't play in this
Oh.
game.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Wow.
Eat some stick. Eat some stick.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Was I the only Chiefs one on that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Raul?
I wanted to go
But-
Chiefs,
But nobody feels good about this.
No, not at all.
No, of course not.
Nobody
It's
feels
week
good about this
18,
game.
and half the teams aren't playing for anything.
Speaking of Rams and 49ers, if you want to tune into this game and not recognize anybody who's playing, then by all means, 49ers are a 4-point favorite. But again, nobody's playing from either side.
Whoa. Carson Wentz is playing for the Rams.
It's Carson Wentz against Sam Darnold. This is
This
what
is
an
the
intriguing
2019
matchup.
matchup we were all waiting for.
Wait a minute. The Rams clinched?
They
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
They're sixth no matter what. They can't go up or down. They're
Yeah,
sixth.
Oh, they clinched too.
Yeah, that means
Yeah.
they're
I-
The
playing.
Niners are one. They can't go up or down.
I was thinking they
Stop
were
it.
fighting for their lives.
That's what I called 3
He was
weeks
so
ago.
disgusted about these Lions.
I know.
What
Why
I
do you
called
think?
3
Hey, first
weeks
of all,
ago.
why do you think this bothers me? It doesn't bother me. If the fucking Rams win, the Rams win. I can care less.
I'm just saying that I called it
Ding-dongs.
a couple of weeks ago that they were gonna play the Rars, and Stafford is gonna go up to Detroit and give a little pow to Jared
Break
Goff.
some hearts. Oh wow,
Maybe.
a goof now.
Or maybe
Wow.
Eminem will be there and fucking wax them with some fresh beats and lyrics.
And the Rams will
That's
bring
it.
MGK, and bam, there it all goes.
Oh please,
Bam,
you know,
what?
That was
Then the Rams will automatically lose that game.
exactly.
It's over. Over. All right. So I don't know what to do with this one. Anthony, we'll start with you.
Why would the Rams bring a rapper from Cleveland? That doesn't make any sense.
He just wants to say MJK.
I just thought about that. I was like, wait, he's not even from Los. Anyways,
Rappers from Cleveland.
who do I trust more, Carson Wentz or Sam Darnold? I think Sean McVay has a really good track record with these project quarterbacks. I actually think Carson Wentz could have a good game, and I kind of want to play DFS this week just to put him in a lineup, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna take the Rams though. I feel weird about it. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Ant goes with the Rams. I'm going with the 49ers. This is just like, hey, who's taking who here? Timmy, who you got? No explanations needed, really.
You know what? I like to sing the song just because of that reason. Ramalama Ding Dong. That's
Ding
it.
dongs.
I'm going with them.
Mello.
So since the man who should be MVP is going to be sitting out, I am going to go with the Rams. I do agree with what Anthony said. I think Carson Wentz is going to have a good game.
You know what? Carson Wentz would be your type of quarterback to
I hate
stand
Carson
behind.
Wentz.
I'm telling you, I want to do a
absolutely
DFS lineup so bad with it.
But I think he will have it because they still have like good like third and fourth receivers that are going to be out there.
Debatable, but sure.
They have Atwell's probably
Like
going to be number
Atwell
one.
will be the one. Yeah.
Is he
And
alive?
Robinson is the other
Is
one.
he on?
It'll be Atwell and Robinson. Who's the backup running back?
I don't know. They only use freaking Williams.
They only use
all the
Karen
time.
Williams.
Karen Williams is like, here you go.
Ronnie Rivers, and Royce Freeman are their other running backs.
Freeman. Yeah. They brought him. Yeah. All right.
Tutu Atwell and Tyler Johnson and Ben Skoranek. Oh yeah, the Rams.
Oh,
will win this
Skoranek.
game.
Skoranek.
Ben Skoranek's
That's
gonna have a
it.
monster.
I'm changing to the Rams.
Put him
No.
on that DFS.
That's gonna be
I'm
my
gonna do
stack.
a Ram
I'm gonna go with the
stack.
Carson Wentz, Ben Skoranek stack. It's gonna fucking shock the world.
Things you never thought you'd say in 2024. Next up, Eagles 4.5-point favorite at the Giants. Giants have nothing to play for. Well, they have to play for a better draft pick. The Eagles win and Cowboys loss. However improbable that may be, the Eagles still going to play their guys. Well, the Cowboys game a 1:00 game. That's what
both games are at 4:25. The
Okay.
Cowboys and Eagles are both playing at 4:25, so technically won't be able to sit.
Nice,
would make sense.
Nice thing, NFL. Nice job there. I like that.
like baseball. They do the last day of the year. All the games are on at the same time, 3:30.
Well, what
And,
they should have
World
done is put the Eagles on at 1:00, being it's in New York or New Jersey, wherever, and then had the Cowboys at 4:25. But we know the Cowboys don't play 1:00 games, so they were going to be 4:25 regardless. So
Right. I got the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, the Phillies.
Forget division and all that bullshit. They have to win just to prove that they can win. They're fucking.
right.
They've been playing like shit.
They're what, 1-3 or 1-4 the last 5 games?
Fugazi.
You see, you remember a few weeks ago I jokingly said that this is reminding me of the Steelers from a few years back.
Well, I remember you saying, "Oh yeah, this is the game that the Giants could probably win because the Eagles will have nothing to play for."
Exactly.
And I was like, "I don't know about that. I still don't think we're going to beat them." And lo and behold, they have a lot to play for still.
They do. So that's a sweep there. Next up, Seahawks.
oh my God, they are. They're 1-4 in their last 5.
Yeah.
They beat Kansas City, Buffalo back to back, and then lost to San Francisco, Dallas, and Seattle. Beat the Giants.
Kansas
lost
City,
to Arizona.
They lost because somebody couldn't catch the goddamn ball.
So someone had too much popcorn before the game.
Nobody can catch on that team. Nobody.
It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
Well, there's a guy that could catch, but they're just covering him the entire time now because they know that's it. It's Kelsey. Come on.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
But they're singing. It's because they're singing.
Kelsey's the problem.
He's lined up. If I was a defender, I'd be singing Taylor Swift songs the whole time.
Maybe that's what they've been doing. Maybe that's what took him out of his rhythm.
Because it doesn't seem like he's ever experienced something like that.
Dude, he would
Eagles
just
will win
fight
by
me.
3 points, bro.
He would just fight me, Travis Kelce.
All right, Dave. Let's start with you on this one. Seahawks, Cardinals. Seahawks 2.5-point favorite.
I'm going with the reigning, defending, undisputed comeback player of the year, Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks.
By the way, if Damar Hamlin wins that award's completely fucking useless.
Stop
don't ever do that award again, ever.
I mean, he did die on a football field,
but he didn't come back.
He's alive. That's kind of like coming back.
It's not the coming back. It's not. I'm still alive award. It's the football player come back to play and contribute to the game.
It's not.
But what's the opposite of that? Because that's what Geno Smith should get this year. The opposite. Return to form award. The return to form award.
They were talking about this. So should it be a most improved player? But that kind of it looks bad because then it's like, oh, that means you really sucked.
But is this really worth talking about though? This is never ever going to happen again.
that someone dies and comes
DeMar
back.
Hamlin dying on a football field. Well,
on the
I don't
football
know.
field.
He already got the SB, didn't he? He doesn't need this too.
Listen, if he came back and played a bunch of games and a bunch of snaps and contributed, fine, because he died. I get it. But no,
I'm not gonna lie. I brought up that stuff. I actually agree with Tim, and the reason I agree with Tim is this: the Bills' secondary has been decimated with injuries all year, and this dude
he's
still
still-
hasn't been playing. So I
And
kind
the
of agree
one
with him in that
he
regard.
did play one play and he made a fucking major error that cost them a penalty. That's probably another reason why he's like, all right, you're still dead. Go sit down because you just fucked us. You just fucked us.
Jesus.
The sensitivity.
Tim with an
not-
all-star.
went
all-star
out the window
offensive phone.
2024.
Get it? It's a whole new me.
Timmy needs to renew his sensitivity training every single
Year, new
year.
me.
I think.
Clearly,
That's-
the
yeah,
sensitivity training.
gonna be one of
expired
those
December
annual
31st.
annual things you got to take. Pop culture pros.
Just
Expired.
Anthony, who
yeah.
you got here?
It's a new year. It's over.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals in this game
The Cats.
because it's very evident that they're going to be rolling with Kyler next year, and they probably already lost Marvin Harrison Jr. So I don't think they have much to play for draft pick wise, as far as moving up or down. So just go out there and play, which is what they've done all year. So yeah, give me the Cardinals at home.
I like that. Go with the Cardinals.
Timmy.
Timmy?
Nice looking redbird or a disgusting seabird? I'm gonna go with the nice redbird, and that's how I'm
Also a
picking
good
that game.
reason.
That's how I'm
Also a
picking
good
that
reason.
game. Cardinals are a symbol of rebirth, and they say a relative visits you who passed is a cardinal. A Seahawk is a fucking dirty, filthy rat bird. So let's go Cardinals.
I mean, a cardinal could also be, a Catholic priest, whatever
Exactly.
over there. So
Dominus the
Still not anything.
Bisco the Sanct, whatever the fuck they say. And the
that's not
Seahawk
bueno.
is a filthy seagull.
Did you hear about the
Sorry.
priest that became a lawyer?
Oh, boom.
No.
Instant father-in-law. All right. Next up, the final
Oh,
game.
Dad
The big
jokes.
one.
Dad jokes always get me. Love
The
it.
final
Love it. That was
game
great.
of the final week in the NFL season. And listen, we've all been there. All of us have had our teams just on the brink. And Anthony's there right now. Anthony is there right now. We have to start with you. Bills are a 3-point favorite in Miami.
Shouldn't we end with him?
Tyreek Hill's house is burning. Shouldn't we envy him?
So we should
No, they
end
put it
with
out
him,
now.
no?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Poor
It doesn't
guy.
matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
all right.
It's irrelevant.
But you
We
you
got
did
one
say
household versus another household.
Tim's not a Bills fan.
I said household though. Like the house is like the majority Bills up there.
I'm the man.
My God,
that's a
Timmy.
Giants household, okay?
Right. Fuck that. I'm gonna say it.
I've had I have multiple friends that are season ticket holders for the Dolphins. Not even all of them are Dolphins fans, but they're season ticket holders. And I've gotten a bunch of messages since the Ravens game last week about, oh, so you're going to come to the, or excuse me, I got messages after they announced it as a primetime game. And they're like, oh, you're going to come down and go to the game, right? Fuck no, I'm not going to watch that shit. You couldn't pay me to go sit in that stadium and live through that misery. There's no chance I would
Weather's
drive
going to be
4
awful
hours down there.
too.
I don't care if
Is
the
it?
weather was going to be beautiful. I'm still not driving down there to do it.
I thought it was
He's
supposed
like,
to be
damn it,
nice.
I had plans this week.
Hold on.
No, I thought the weather was supposed to be nice, actually. I thought they said it was going to be like 65 and clear.
No.
Checking it out. Sunday, it's high
Checking in
of
with our local
75,
weather forecasts.
according to Siri. High of 75, low of 62, 45% chance of rain.
But when is the 45% chance of rain? Because I heard it was supposed to not be rainy at all in
Okay.
that game.
So it says
at
Sunday.
12 at night, it's supposed to be 0% chance.
Oh,
Yeah,
at night,
so
yeah.
it's going to be.
It says showers in the evening, 62. During the day, thunderstorms throughout. That's why the weekend's a wash. It's I I guess until Sunday night.
So it's going to be a
So
nice
the
game. 'Cause then
sky,
it's
the
going to
sky is
rain,
opening
and it's
up
going to be
for the Dolphins to
cold.
lose to Buffalo in prime time in Miami. I've told you guys how I'm picking this. I don't have any faith that the Dolphins win this game.
Okay, I am going to agree with you. I think the Dolphins' injury situation is getting worse and worse. And Anthony lost us.
I think Anthony lost us. I think.
I think so too. Blink if you can hear us.
Oh, you can't hear
No,
you.
he can't hear us. No.
Anything you said after I made my pick, I'm sorry. My headphone died.
Okay.
I
That's
just
right. No, I was talking about the Dolphins injury situation. I mean, you covered all the injuries, and then stuff that happened last week while they were down by a ton. And Josh Allen. I mean, it's weird how the ebbs and flows of the season, right? Josh Allen was like, "Oh, this guy's not that." Josh Allen's not who we thought he was. Turnovers and all this stuff. Tomlin was going to get fired. Now they're 9-7, and now this guy has 40 touchdowns, 13 rushing touchdowns, not of the Jalen Hurts tush push form. And the running game's been great. Stephon Diggs hasn't really been involved lately, and they're still finding ways to win. So I got Buffalo to win and to take the division. Timmy,
I'm so tired of that fucking brotherly shove. I'm tired of hearing about it. If I had the means, I would make a gay porn movie and I'd call it the brotherly shove. This way they would stop using it. And I'd buy billboards all over Philly. Come see the brotherly shove.
oh my god.
And I'd have like the Philly mascot and an eagle all lined up, dressed in like. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna violate. I'm not gonna violate the mascots. They're not. It's not their fault.
Tim's new trailer.
Ooh, my new trailer's coming. No, I'm going Buffalo. I think they're gonna will it.
All right, and Dave, are you making this a clean sweep?
So I'll actually be attending this game, Anthony. So I'm kind of disappointed you're not going to be coming down to see this live and in person.
That's why you got so concerned about the weather.
I did. I was
wait
like,
a second. I thought it was supposed to be nice.
I thought it was supposed to be a good weather game.
Well,
so
driving up near Aventura, huh?
I'm not looking forward to it. If it wasn't that the tickets were free, yeah, I would not be going to that game.
Where are you sitting?
I don't know. I think it's club level.
Like on the visitor side, where it's going to be 375 degrees because the Dolphins cheat.
Well, not at 8 o'clock.
No, it's going to be in the 60s, low 60s, Timmy. Low 60s.
They pump heat in there. They pump heat and like fire.
You just got the heat lamps.
They're like
cooking the hot dogs with. They're just like there.
The ground on the visitors bench is like a tunnel of just like charcoal and heat that comes up from the bottom to fry the visitors.
I don't know. It might be nice in that brisk 65-degree Florida weather.
Dude, you're talking about Buffalo. They don't give a shit.
I mean, I think this play towards the Dolphins' favor. It's at home. They're not in freezing ass Buffalo, which I don't know what it is. They did have some injuries. So with that said, I feel like the Dolphins could win this, but I'm gonna go Buffalo because everyone's going Buffalo, and I'm already risked enough this week. So
they certainly can win this game. Anyone can win, but they're not going to. So
if this was being played in Buffalo, you're talking about 35 degrees with snow.
See, the favor was here for the Dolphins throughout the whole season. You didn't have to play the Patriots now. You didn't have to play the Jets now. You didn't have to play Buffalo now. You all played them all earlier in the season. This played to your favor, but Josh Allen's gonna be your MVP.
We're the Miami Dolphins. Yep, this is what we do, man.
You got to do the T-Pain version.
No.
No, not that fight song.
No. All right. Shit. Week 18 picks in the books. Oh, we're gonna karaoke here.
I'll rock it right now.
T-Pain microphone.
It has a reverb on it.
Yeah.
With New Year's Eve, I just sat here and I sang karaoke by myself. It was fucking fantastic.
With which one is that? There's
I don't know. Again, I'm going to offend somebody. Please don't. This is the voice
Why?
on here. I'm not the one. But you turn on, it goes, "Power is on." I swear to God, that's what it does. I swear to God, it's not me. I swear to God, it said that
Turn it on.
you connect to
turn it on.
Bluetooth now. Okay, I'll turn it on.
Turn it
So
on,
now it
turn it
changed
on.
from the Asian woman to the
Yeah, that's
Asian man?
you connect to Bluetooth now. Watch, I'm not talking. Hey, listen. Is it dead?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
See? Bluetooth device
Wow.
is ready to pair. See, you think it's not me? It's not me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
Oh, all right.
Wait, watch. It's a power off. Watch. Wait, there you go. Oh no, just did that. But usually it goes power on.
Do.
See, I don't lie. I'm not racist. I just copied what the mic said.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh my
18 weeks. 18 weeks gone. Done. Just like that, fellas. Just like it is
feels
every
like
year.
just like that. Shit.
Oh,
Like
every
I said,
single
usually,
year.
Usually I would be depressed right now, but I fucking hate this season. I hated this season early
been
on.
All right. So one final thing that we're gonna get to here. The Pro Bowl selections were made like right before we came on. I don't, Ant. I know you sent it to me.
I have
But
it.
you want to go? You have it? Okay, perfect.
Take care, Raul. I got mine
Excellent.
pulled up. If you guys want to talk about it,
Let it
you want me
roll.
to run down the whole list?
Do it.
AFC or NFC? Where you want me to start?
AFC.
AFC. Okay. Quarterbacks for the AFC: Lamar Jackson. I almost said Lamar Mahomes. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Tua. Your wide receivers for the AFC: Keenan Allen, Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper, and Tyreek Hill. Your running backs are James Cook, Derrick Henry, and Raheem Mostert. Your fullback is Alec Ingold. Your tight ends are Travis Kelce and David Njoku. There are 3 tackles: Teron Armstead, Deion Dawkins, and Laramie Tunzel. Joel Patino at guard, Quentin Nelson at guard, and Joe Thuney. Centers: Creed Humphrey and Tyler Linderbaum. That is the offense for the AFC. Defense for the AFC: defensive end Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, and Trey Hendrickson. Interior linemen Chris Jones, Justin Matabuke, and Quinnen Williams. Outside linebackers Josh Allen, not the quarterback, Khalil Mack, and TJ Watt. Inside linebackers Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith, teammates. Cornerbacks Sauce Gardner, Jalen Ramsey, and Pat Surtain and Denzel Ward. Free safeties Minkah Fitzpatrick and Justin Simmons. Strong safety Kyle Hamilton. Special teams: punter AJ Cole, place kicker Justin Tucker,
Go punter.
long snapper Ross Matisic, I think how to say it. Return specialist Marvin Mims. Special teamer Miles Killebrew from Pittsburgh. I should have said the teams they played for some of those, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
No,
That's fine.
I did want to point out the Ravens are both inside linebackers. Are Ravens players?
Yep.
Both Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. That is not the first time this has happened. It actually happened last in 2013 with the San Francisco 49ers when Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman both made the Pro Bowl as inside linebackers.
11 years ago was 2013.
Correct. The fact that Patrick Willis played football 11 years ago and I could recite his entire career and college career is very alarming to me.
How's that 11 years ago already? What do we got here?
It's a great question. I actually think Patrick Surtain's dad was still in the league 11 years ago.
Oh yeah. Any issues with any of this stuff? I mean, and Njoku, he was on fire a lot of the year.
Yeah, Josh Allen should be in the Pro Bowl and not the defensive end one.
How is Derrick Henry in the Pro Bowl?
How is Teron Armstead in the Pro Bowl? He's played like 6 games this year.
You see what the difference between Timmy and I is that people gloss over some of the mean things I say for some reason. You know,
Why,
nobody caught on it.
Am I being attacked?
No.
Oh.
I said Njoku's good. That he made the Pro Bowl. He's on fire most of the year.
Yeah, I thought you were looking. I
got
got
burned.
it. I got it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Steve
Wow.
said something nice. We have to recognize
now
it.
you're making me be even more mean about it.
Steve with the literal burn.
Oh, see now.
Wow.
I thought you were looking at your phone and then saying that I like someone's like mad at me. Or
I
something.
was looking at the rosters.
It's this. I didn't make it up. You heard it. The Bluetooth. No, I didn't say it. This.
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to get Captain Brooklyn back, aren't we?
Who?
Yeah. But Josh Allen should be in there.
No, for sure.
I'm not
over.
sure. I would
Over who?
take Mahomes out.
No.
Yeah, he would cry to death.
Well,
Okay. No.
shit happens. I mean, part of me, Tua's been better than Mahomes this year. I don't think that's debatable.
No, I'm taking Derrick Henry out without a question.
Oh, 100% on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even have an argument that CJ Stroud could even be on there.
The other one
Mahomes.
I don't really have like a strong case to make for another safety, but I was kind of surprised that there's only one strong safety, and it's Kyle Hamilton. Like Kyle Hamilton deserves to be in there. I'm not saying he doesn't. He's probably actually going to be first team All Pro this year. I just thought it was weird that there was 2 free safeties, but only one strong safety. I also think that they should eliminate the free and strong safety thing because safeties now don't really play free and strong anymore. It's just you have 2 safeties.
Funny how Njoku and Amari Cooper both made the Pro Bowl without the $275 million quarterback.
Isn't that there you go, Steve. That's a good one. I didn't even that didn't even dawn on me when I looked at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it over. Let's do NFC.
NFC. All right.
Oh, he loves these
Starting
quarterbacks.
On offense, quarterbacks: Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford. At wide receiver, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, and Puka Nacua.
Puka, baby.
Running backs: Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, and Kyron Williams.
DeAndre Swift, he of the let's get down at the 2-yard line to get this tush push going.
Man, that man has had so many touchdowns, Vultures. Any other team, just DeAndre Swift has like 15 rushing touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
But he plays for Philly, so he has like 3. Fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. Tight ends, George Kittle and Sam Laporta. At tackle, Lane Johnson, Penei Sewell, and Trent Williams.
Get Lane Johnson out of here. Most penalized player in the league.
Pino.
I felt for years like that about Tyron Smith. Guards, Landon Dickerson, Chris Lindstrom, and Zach Martin. Centers, Jason Kelsey and Frank Ragnow. The defensive side of the ball, defensive end, Nick Bosa, Aiden Hutchinson, Montez Sweat. Interior lineman, oh my God, Aaron.
Hold on, can I interrupt just for 1 second? Montez Sweat led both the Commanders and the Bears in sacks.
Correct. Fact.
Amazing.
he got in on that alone. Interior lineman, Aaron Donald, Javon Hargrave, Dexter Lawrence. Outside linebackers, Daniil Hunter, Micah Parsons, and Hassan Reddick. Inside linebackers, blast from the past, Bobby Wagner, Fred Warner. Cornerbacks, Deron Bland, Jalen Johnson, Tre'Davious Ward, and Devon Witherspoon. Free safeties, Jesse Bates. So free safety, Jesse Bates. There's only one. Strong safeties, Buda Baker and Julian Love.
Buda.
Special teams, Brian Anger is your punter. Brandon Aubrey is your place kicker. Your long snapper is Andrew DiPaola. Your return specialist is Rashid Shaheed. And your special teamer is Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
How many times did the Cowboys punt it that the fucking punter made it?
What
What kind of bullshit is that?
The punter and the kicker.
I understand the
thought
kicker.
The
Can you
Aubrey
imagine
one,
winning,
yeah.
getting
Yeah.
going to the Pro Bowl for holding the fucking football for a kicker?
Yeah.
What would you win the Pro Bowl for? I hold the ball for a kicker.
Long snapper.
Nothing else.
Brian
Aubrey-
Anger is the one that holds for Brandon Aubrey. Maybe that's why he got in.
Where's Ayuk? I was waiting for his name to come out.
Well, there's only 4 wide receivers, so once one of those, no, none of them are going to the Super Bowl. So that's a good. He'll be in, or he won't be eligible anyway, so it doesn't matter. That would be really funny though. He's a second team All Pro, but didn't make the Pro Bowl.
All right, so those just came out. Any other
we're going to talk about ones we agree or
like
disagree
back
with.
and- Yeah, no, I'm saying, would you? Is there anybody else that you would pop in there over anybody?
Yes,
Who would you replace Brock with?
I wouldn't replace Brock. Brock deserves to be in the Pro Bowl. Hopefully, he gets to play in it. I really hope he gets to play in the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
It's a big accomplishment for him. I hope he gets to enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. God.
get all that other stuff.
In Orlando, right?
Let me ask you guys a question.
Right in your backyard.
Because the first thing
You
I
could
did
go
when I
meet
looked
him.
at this- the first thing I did when I looked at this was I noticed that Kayvon Thibodeau was not on this list, despite having more sacks than one particular name on this list. And I know the argument's going to be, well, they play different positions. Well, I'll hear that argument as long as you agree to hear the fact that Daniil Hunter is not a fucking linebacker. He's a defensive end. So they clearly moved some shit around here to keep Kayvon Thibodeau out of the Pro Bowl. And you guys should be furious about that as Giants fans.
I mean, not really surprised there. Our season has been.
He has more
lackluster.
sacks. He has more sacks than one particular player that's in there.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about that.
Who's that? Who might that be?
His name rhymes with Mick Tosa.
I don't know who that is. So
And Sammy Sosa,
Sammy, yeah, say.
black or white Sammy
Yeah.
Sosa.
Yeah. So had they listed some of these players at their actual fucking position, Kayvon Thibodeau probably gets in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, and that's another guy. New York media was killing him first couple weeks of the season. Attitude,
Fucking
this and he
amazing.
celebrated too much, and he's been nothing but business since then. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, but he's been nothing but business.
yeah, he kept
Business.
everyone quiet.
That was the one I had the biggest qualm with because I do actually believe Thibodeau should have been in over him. The only other one, I don't really have like another one that I would argue about. I think where does Ayuk in receiving yards right now? He's like, where is he? In receiving yards this season. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's sixth. He's sixth in receiving yards this season. But because he only has 72 catches, I'm assuming he doesn't get in. But I'm not sure who I would take out in that scenario. So I'm not.
I think the NFC is pretty well. Like I don't really have a lot of questions like AFC.
That AFC fucking backfield is ridiculous. The corners and that's an insane fucking defense right there.
Yeah.
Well, what does so Mike Evans has 4 more catches than Ayuk. He has 80 less yards, but 6 more touchdowns. But Mike Evans also has like half his team's touchdowns, so that's not saying anything.
What about if you're going to talk about him, you talk about what about him? Amon-Ra St. Brown. If you're talking about interchanging like a Mike Evans.
Oh yeah, he's not in there. You're
Yeah.
right.
He didn't make the Pro. That's insane that he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
He is 5th in the league in receiving yards, and he is 2nd in receptions. He's
Wow.
tied for 2nd in receptions, and he has 9 touchdowns. So I would agree with that.
That-
Amon-Ra is probably a bigger snub.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about him.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Translate to?
The Sun God.
No,
That's not an
translate-
actual translation.
It translates to
The Sun God.
I catch the fucking ball. That's what it translates to.
He's really fucking good. He's really good.
he's not bad. Not bad at all. It's good at what he does.
Yeah, I don't know that I would change it. Evan Ingram has 100
Wait.
catches.
I just
Evan
realized
Ingram,
First tight end in
It's-
history or whatever.
It's Laporta and Kittle, but Hawkinson is not on there.
No.
Don't mess with Laporta.
Hawkinson's way better than those bums. He's had a way
Well,
better.
Hawkinson,
Hawkins is a better year,
he's hurt.
but he's had a way better year than those guys.
I wouldn't say way better, but
Well,
better.
He's had a better year than them.
95 for 960 and 5. Laporta is 81 for 860 and 9. And Kittle is
And
not
Hawkinson
on the list
has
here.
had 5 different quarterbacks throw him the ball this year.
Well, I think it's only 3 because he's missed a couple games too. So I'm actually not sure why George Kittle is in there because he doesn't rank high in any of these categories. Like he's not on the list at all.
That's why I'm like, no way. Hawkinson should.
What
had
does
a good
Kittle's
year.
numbers even look like?
Wait, Kittle is the leading tight end this year.
Oh,
1,020 yards.
fuck! How did I not see him? He has 1,000 yards.
He has 20.
there he is. Yeah.
He has 28 less. He has 28 fewer receptions. Sorry, 30 fewer receptions than Hawkinson with 60 additional yards.
Touchdowns.
And one more touchdown. Kittle has.
He does have the MVP throwing to him. So, but Hawkinson's doing it with a bunch of like street guys. Like, come on now.
It's 1,000-yard tight end, so they're not going to take him out.
But they should. I put him over Laporta.
I wouldn't.
Laporta's
No,
at
you wouldn't put
860.
Hawkinson over Laporta.
He has 4 less touchdowns than Laporta.
He has a guy who was working as a real estate agent throwing him the ball.
Doesn't mean anything.
Of course,
Yeah,
it
but
does.
has Hawkinson?
Good
It's
numbers.
Has
results.
Hawkinson caught it? Wait, has Hawkinson caught a touchdown from anyone other than Cousins?
I don't know, but I know he gets a lot of catches.
He does. He has 95 catches. That's a great number for him. Evan Ingram has 104 catches for 884 yards.
130 targets.
He has an actual quarterback throwing him the ball.
No, he
with the
doesn't.
same stats as Daniel Jones. Boom! Thank you for the assist from Anthony on that from weeks ago.
104. I'm still in shock.
130
I have no idea he had
targets.
any catches.
130 targets.
That's really efficient. That's really solid.
That's what happens when you have, ducks getting thrown at you every single week.
Well, he never got 130 targets in New York, so
Nah, because the quarterback couldn't throw it to him.
probably because he didn't play that many games would be my guess.
No, he played plenty of games. We saw him drop the ball
And,
plenty.
and he was not trusted at all.
We saw him drop the ball
Dropped
plenty
the
of
ball
times.
that was here. Yeah. All right. I think we did enough on the Pro Bowl. And that
I'm
wraps
a
it
little
up.
disappointed that
What are
we
we?
didn't get
are
enough
you disappointed?
anger from you guys about Kayvon Thibodeau getting snubbed in the Pro Bowl.
I
I'm
just don't
used
care
to it.
enough about the Pro Bowl.
Plus,
Yeah.
I'm used to it. We're used to it.
Well, nor should you. It's terrible.
Yeah. Not yeah.
It's not what it used to be.
We always get snubbed. I'm like whatever. I'm not shocked.
All right, let's wrap up first episode of 2024 here. Timmy, you gonna sing us out here? No, I'm kidding.
No,
Let's get on the way out here.
end up offending somebody somewhere. I don't know. It's just the way it goes. It's a whole new ball game in 2024, people.
You see
No,
Mello, you see what happens when you tell Timmy that he's being sensitive about something?
nothing happened.
we laughed you out.
I didn't say anything bad. You guys just mountains out of molehills. The microphone said what was bad. I just repeated it. That's not anything. The microphone's
It's the
racist.
technology. It's not. It
It's
didn't
racist.
come
It's a
out of the
racist
human's
micro-
mouth.
Exactly. It's a racist
Racist
microphone. I can't do
microphone.
anything about that. No, I'm looking forward. As I said, this is a wacky season. I'm kind of glad it's coming to an end. Unfortunately, I do think the playoffs are like a bygone conclusion, a far gone. I think the Super Bowl is already set, but hopefully we get some upsets. And I want the Cowboys and the Eagles out immediately. Out.
Get to stepping.
Well, one of them
Get
you'll have to
out.
wait 1 week for. You'll have to wait at least 1 week for one of those teams.
I don't care. Just get them
You think
both
so?
out.
The divisional round, because the
Well-
divisional round's not wild card weekend, unfortunately. So the
can
other
still
team
lose.
may be the first week. Yes, they could. They both could lose week 1. It would not shock me at all. Mike McCarthy's really bad at his job. and Nick Sirianni also might be really bad at his. He may have been living off Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon last year.
Mike
And his little
McCarthy has
crafty little
permanent
attitude.
smell the fart face. Whenever something goes wrong, every time smell the fart face.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, really? Come on.
Wondering what
It's
the
even
hell's going
funnier
on.
because something's
In
going
amazement.
wrong is usually because of him.
Yeah.
That
The
didn't work.
fact that
Who called that?
the fact that the Lions even had a chance to win that game is completely because of him.
All right. Thank you, Timmy. Mello, what you got?
Nothing much, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Hope everyone had a good New Year's. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am the reigning, defending, undisputed PCP Fantasy Football Champion. At 6-7, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix and won.
This is why you're back in Baker. Do you want that record around the same, hovering around 500?
Hey, watch him.
But congratulations, you did us proud.
Good
Did us
stuff.
proud. We were rooting for you.
Anybody but an auto drafter.
I think that was the big consensus between
That's my
you
motto.
guys.
Yeah.
That's
As
my
long
motto.
as the auto drafter didn't win.
And anybody but an auto drafter, and I'm good to go.
Anthony, what you got here on the way out?
I just wanted to share with you guys. So it seems like Washington is going to be locked into the second pick in this draft. Carolina is already locked in at 1, which is actually Chicago. But you guys are currently 5th right now. But if you guys lose and New England and Arizona win, you guys actually move up to 3rd.
Yep.
And if only one
Let's go
wins,
Patriots.
do we go to 4?
Yes. You will jump either one of them because you guys have the lesser strength of schedule as currently stands.
But don't we have?
And I don't think, and as long as Washington still loses, I don't think that changes.
Would we have the same record as New England, or would they have a game over us?
Yeah, New England and Arizona are both 4-12. You guys are 5-11. So if they both win and go to 5-12, and you guys lose and go to 5-12, you guys will jump both of them because of strength of schedule.
Yep.
Even though we beat them both.
I beat them both.
Doesn't matter. Head to head means nothing in draft pick order.
Beautiful.
Listen,
Which by the way would also mean that the first 3 picks would all be NFC teams.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. It doesn't matter where the fuck we're picking. He's gonna have to make a move, make a deal, make a splash, or this new regime is already gonna be on the hot seat after next year. So I really don't think it matters. I think he's gonna have to make a deal no matter what to move up or to do whatever it takes.
Honestly, even if you guys end up getting stuck at 5, I'm really beginning to believe that the Bears are going to keep
Fields.
are going to keep Fields. So you guys would be an easy trade partner. The problem is it's probably going to cost you something you don't want to give up. It's going to because the player, they're going to want something like what they got last year with the DJ Moore deal. Which, by the way, the fact that the Bears are going to have back-to-back number 1 picks and trade both of them is wild.
I don't know if I want to trade up.
It depends on what direction again.
Because I feel like we would have to give up a lot.
I would assume it's going to be it's probably going to be Thibodeau. Is who they're going to ask for. It's going to be a premier player, and that's why I say Thibodeau because I can't. I mean, maybe they like Wandale a lot. I don't see it though. I think it's Thibodeau. I think they want Thibodeau. They want this pick, and they want the next pick.
You talking about
we
the
can give him
Bears?
Slayton. Slayton was our leading receiver.
Who are you talking right now? The Bears?
They're not
The Bears.
trading.
I think if the Giants are the team that trades, I think it's Thibodeau and 2 firsts.
They want a wide receiver. They Bears.
Give him Slayton, our leading receiver the last 3 years.
I'm just saying. What I've seen Chicago peeps. I watched this this guy who does some Chicago stuff, and he and them are all over wanting. They wanted Marvin Harrison Jr. And they were talking about what they could possibly get for Fields in that scenario that where if they did trade, and they said it would be a second or a third. But I think Chicago still I think Chicago is very iffy on what they want.
Well, so think about it like this though: if you guys are 3rd and they make that deal with you guys, they still get Harrison. So you guys don't have to send them a receiver. Then that's why I say someone like
It all depends on
like
exactly.
Thibodeau makes the most sense.
Yep.
I'm not giving them Thibodeau. I wouldn't give them Thibodeau fucking nothing. I'm giving them my.
I'm just saying that's what they're going to ask for. I don't
Well,
know that I would do
well,
it either, but that's what
They
they're
better
gonna
go
have.
back to the. You better go back to the Manning trade when they asked for Osi Manure and they told them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. 72 stays here. Well, listen, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. See, that's why the draft is going to provide a ton of anxiety. I was going to say good stuff, but anxiety for us as we head after the Super Bowl into our little draft.
No, we do have.
Mello, are you raising your hand?
He's raising his hands.
Okay, Dave.
I'm changing my Chargers pick.
Oh Jesus!
What the fuck?
Sorry, I just talking all this stuff. I was like, you know what? I think I want the Chiefs to win.
Done and done. And that's the way that we're going to close out this bad boy this week. Mello has officially submitted the change. It has been approved. We're all good here. Until next week, peace out, everybody.
Nazi legs.